Okay, I'm live. I'm live today. Hold on. Give me one more minute. I'll be right back. I forgot to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Um, I see how people try to pass out rumors uh, earlier today. You know, I'm gonna tell one of my moderators to start blocking and reporting people um, who want to spread rumors and gossip because I'm tired of y'all. Um, really am. So y'all took a word, a sentence I said, took the words I said, twisted it, and made it seem to be about something else. Lying pisses me off. And now, what's so stupid about it? The nigga who y'all told this rumor to, the person who y'all told the rumor to believe everything you said, which is because that's why he will never be successful in life. That's why his YouTube channel is stuck where he's at, and he wonder why though he can't. Why he's at 2,500 subs, and he knows there's no conjecture. He can't. There's no trajectory onto. Hold on. Why am I not a mod? Oh, you want to be a moderator? I'll make you moderator after I'm done with this live. But I'm gonna struck some of my mods on a list of names to get rid of, because I'm not gonna sit there and allow a person to lie on me, put words in somebody else's mouth, and then though the nigga who got no proof, who doesn't watch my channel but want to speak on my channel. I'm so tired of you niggas anyway. So y'all said I had a 2 hour loop. Oh, you want your pen? Well, I'll tell you what. You know what? No, you know what though? You know what though? I'll tell you in private who, because I'm not gonna announce it who it is. I'll email you the names who I won't block. If you see them, get get rid of them. Me and you got nothing to straighten out. Norris Black. Now, what do you want? You want to straighten out? See, now is the time for me to set you Negro straight. I'm not gonna cuss your asses out. I ain't gonna roast and cook y'all. I'm just going to deny y'all access. Run from what, Norris? Because you came in there with that passive aggressive bullshit last night. I'm not playing with y'all. No, you better act right the first time. You better do me right the first time. That's what the your ass need to do. Shit, saying all that smart ass shit. And this video and this live stream has nothing to do with you. So why are you asking me to drop the link for when this live stream has nothing to do with you? Don't running from what? I'm running from what? This live stream has nothing to do with you, nigga. And here's another thing. Y'all think though because YouTube has now done live streams, y'all think y'all are obligated to jump on the panel because a content creator doing a live stream. A lot of y'all feel, Mela, I'm talking to you. Y'all feel though that y'all are obligated to jump on the panel. If I'm going to do a live stream, I'm gonna do a live stream by my damn self. Because sometimes panels would take the conversation off topic. Yeah, yeah. Some people feel entitled. Norris, do you realize I'm talking general? So why you think I'm just talking about you? Anyway, you know, we got grown men who wants to pass out rumors that's not even true. Y'all took a conversation and took that conversation and twisted it to mean, oh, somebody is being a homosexual. Then you got this idiot who's going to take who's going to take said rumor. Then he going to add on to things that never even happened. This is the reason why I wish you was 25 years younger. Because Negro, I would like to be in a boxing match with you. If you was 25 years younger, I would like to be in a boxing match with your ass. See, you always want to talk about men. We men are supposed to be this, men are supposed to be that. There's one thing I don't like is gossiping ass niggas. You over here talking about what men are under attack. Woo, 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 woo. Well, nigga, let me help you out. Nigga, you are a bitch. Anybody can go ahead, tell you any goddamn thing, and your big bald headed, waterhead ass can sit there and believe every goddamn thing that these niggas telling you. Oh, really? It happened like that? That's why you're not going anywhere as a YouTuber. So let me tell you, here is a good question that needs to be asked. I think, despite the fact you got more subs than I, at least I got rewatchability. Can you say any of your live streams can be rewatchable? Can somebody can go back to a live stream you did last year or 2 years ago and say, "Oh, Okay, I like to re-watch this live stream. Nobody can't re-watch your live stream because it's boring and just you worrying about someone else's subs and views. But you're not really the problem. Them niggas who give you information, false information, you know, who gave you false information. And it's also that old ass nigga, the other old ass nigga who got that great ass beard, you know, who goes around want to put bounties on people. I mean, you want to create a narrative on something you never even seen. And also what I was shown was edited. And what I was told that on a Discord server, the unedited footage. See, you're going to take what I said. You're going to take what I said about the edited footage, and then when old boy Hooded One told me about the unedited footage, you try to make it seem like I watched the unedited footage. This is the reason why I want a boxing match with some of you, so I can beat y'all brains in. Because the thing is, none of you are men. That's why I wish some of y'all were 25 years older, and you niggas almost 660 fucking years old. I can't stand niggas who lie. Lying piss me off. Lying, it's not what fuck what I don't care who you are. You can be gay, straight, black, white, liberal, conservative. I really don't give a fuck. But when you start lying and you start passing out rumors and shit, no, that's when I get pissed off. Everybody asks me why I'm always pissed off. Lying piss me off. It's the lie that pisses me off. Saying shit that ain't true. That's why I got a problem with that blue pill simp, Mr. DJ Torch, with his lying ass. And I'm gonna say something too. It seems though this is a common characteristic among older black men. That's why I always call it that barbershop talk, or what y'all call it, the barbershop liquor store conversations, that street corner conversations. See, y'all remind me of them niggas that I see. Excuse me. That I see all the time, standing on that same ass street corner, talking about everybody else, but they ain't doing anything constructive in their fucking life. And I meant what I said. What I meant when I said about boxing match, I meant what I said. I can't stand a lying ass nigga. You lie too damn much. You spread rumors too damn much. You gossip too goddamn much. Nobody, nobody said Big J Saul was. And now though the nigga gonna say Big J was jacking off to what was told to me. He actually believed that shit, and somebody else told him this. He actually believed it. Yeah. Yeah. Is that true? Yeah. Uh-huh. Is that true? Man, he really watched that? Well, it must be true if you said it. Nobody on here said. All that I said was, well, that shit was wrong. That was wrong. What happened? I expressed my displeasure of what happened. But to sit there and say Big J was masturbating to a footage that should have been counted as revenge porn, because that's what it was, revenge porn. So why would I do that to an old ass dude, to another old ass man? And and me, nigga, I told you I'm straight. Oh, Big J was watching that. Wow. No, nigga. What I'm saying though, what based on what I saw, that shit was wrong. He must have watched it in loops. So I'm gonna email some of my mods and say, if you see these niggas on my channel, you snipe their asses. And do more than just sniping them. Cause I'm tired of that gossiping ass niggas in those bum ass niggas over there. Don't you ever try to accuse me on some gay ass shit. You're gonna take two conversations and put those two conversations together. The first conversation was an edited video. The second conversation was the unedited video that was on Discord. I never watched the unedited Discord video, but I was told about it because I was talking to the person who sent me it. And all I said, man, that what y'all did was wrong. That shit was disgusting. And like I said, I'm not playing with y'all this year. Y'all got to go now. That rumors and that gossiping bullshit, and it's coming from old men. First of all, I'm gonna tell you like this. That tells me y'all are more of a bitch than these women who you complain about. You're out here talking about, and then though this bald headed bitch ass nigga gonna talking about, well, you see why he can't get no woman, nigga. You sell on your goddamn chair drinking beer all the goddamn time. You don't got no fucking woman. When the last time a woman got on your panel that's interested in talking to you with your stupid ass? Better yet, what woman came to talk to that bald headed, light skinned co-host of yours? Like I said, I'm gonna email my mods, and I'm gonna say, listen, hey man, if you see it, I'm gonna give them a list of names. If you see any of these niggas over here, you get rid of them quick. Get tired of that shit. That lying, just lie. That's why I wish. That's why I wish some of us was in the same state. That's why I wish though y'all was 20 years, 25 years younger, and we can have a boxing match. And I promise you, once it's over with, you will not get back up and say, and do that little fugazi bullshit ever again. Because the thing is, though, I'm going to set you Negro straight. Now, if I go there and I cuss that bitch ass nigga ass out, I will nobody. No, and when I do that, what his ass going to do is sit there and scream, "Well, why are you mad at me?" No, nigga, you got a history doing this bullshit. You got a history of doing that. Them niggas on your chat room got a history of doing that bullshit. Listening to the wrong people, believing in what the wrong people telling you. I'm not playing. I ain't playing with your ass. That's why part of the reason why though you are where the way you are at this point, nigga. Get tired of that rumor shit. What was done on 4 or 5 days ago? What I was sent, I said that shit was evil. That shit was wrong. What I told Mela last night, that shit was wrong. As much as I can't stand that a person. I'll never do that to somebody like that. What's going on, Bomb? What's going on, Bomb? What's going on, Pierre? What's going on, Bronzeberg? So that's all I gotta say about that shit. Cause y'all more worried about who got the footage rather than worrying about how wrong that shit was. Wait a minute. What's going on, Chocolate Bunny? I ain't seen you in what a couple months. What's going on? Well, I saw you on Sexy Red's channel, but I ain't seen you over here in a while. Just saying. You know, but you know, these dumbass niggas piss me off. Now let me talk. Now let me address. Hold on. Mm, I wasn't planning on doing a panel, because I'm not at home. Because I was going to just talk about what I want to talk about in this live soon, but um, fuck it, fuck it. I'll do this for like 30, 20 more minutes. You know what? Yeah. Let's have a panel for at least 30, 25 minutes. Yeah. I'll do this for 20 minutes then. See what this is about. But I'm really am pissed off that. Well, I'm not surprised that this nigga would do that will say that bullshit. The problem is the nigga. Hey, Chocolate Bunny, listen, you don't have to send me no money, girl. But I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it. So yeah, the link has dropped it in the chat room. And I was going to end it now, but But I have it up for 20 more minutes, so y'all can speak whatever y'all got to say. So I guess y'all don't want to come on the panel now. I mean, nobody hit the link yet. Well, here's a link. Here's a link. Here's a link. All right. Okay. I see. Bomb coming up. Okay.
Hey, Big J, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, bomb.
That's good. That's good. I'm sorry. I didn't. I was over here because I always come to support you. Sometimes I
Hmm.
come live and not, but I hit the thumbs up. And I saw educated Aries in the chat. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Yeah.
so I had a question for him, and I just didn't find it. I didn't want to do it in chat, in text, because I want to hear what he has to say if he's, you know, man enough that he would come up. I'm not sure if he is or not. Because I have a couple of questions, for him. I do.
Hmm.
I have a actual question. It's a serious question. I just want to know. Um, and if you coming up, Aries, educated Aries, are you coming up, babe? Because I don't want you to act like you left. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it seem like you wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let me see if he's saying he's available. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I can't. I don't run around YouTube watching y'all, listening to y'all, and shit like that. But I did hear something.
Are you referring to a certain live stream a couple of days ago? I mean, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
oh, hold on. I see two other people joining. Let me see what this is about. Let me see.
What up, What up, Big J?
hey Norris, how you doing?
I'm good.
Hey Diamond.
And what
Hello,
is
I'm
bring?
just up here. Oh, I'm sorry.
What was going on, Diamond?
No, I'm just gonna be up here for a little bit. That's all.
Okay. Now, Norris, what you want to
Now
talk
let
about?
Bomb finish. She was speaking.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. She's on mute. She muted herself.
Oh,
She
okay.
wait. She
I
waiting for
didn't I didn't
Aries to
see
come up
that.
here.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah. First of all, I want to say, Big J, we really have no beef. We haven't done anything to each other. We ain't done nothing to each other's family. We haven't
Uh-huh.
affected each other's real life. So this whole idea we have some sort of beef is like really silly. It's just online banter.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
what I wanted to ask you is, so what is your beef with the or your problem with the manosphere?
Well,
You seem to have
well,
sporadic outbursts against different content creators.
I mean, it will take me. I have to write a book to tell you what my problems are. It's not just one problem. There's several problems I have with them. For
Okay,
one, for
what are
one,
they?
for one, they're dancing, they're flirting with fascists. That should be the number one concern. That they're flirting around with fascists,
How
inking
so?
up with fascism.
How
That
so?
that's that that's one thing.
How so?
Well, I mean, if you go around Manosphere channels that talk about taking away the 19th Amendment of the Constitution, to talk about the age of consent, get rid of the age of consent. Then there are panels talking about, well, what is great and what is not great, and make excuses for too
Oh,
great.
who are these content creators? 'Cause I haven't heard that.
Well, I mean, Glenn the Cameron, um, BGS. Let me see who else. Forrest Igmore. Um,
I don't think I've ever heard BGS mention any of
Oh
those.
yeah, yes, he had when he was defending Glenn Cameron, General Tito.
Oh well, yeah, you might have a point
Yeah,
with
see,
him.
yeah, and his supporters. Um, Let me see who else. Obsidian said some crazy bullshit a few times back in 2015. Um, um, Flint Flint Town boy, the Roger Report. Let me see who else.
So you putting all those jackets on all those content
Well,
creators.
yes,
They've all agreed with those 4 or 5 points that you brought up.
yes,
Defending grape, changing the age of consent.
yes.
A few of them, I don't think I've ever heard them say anything like that.
Well, maybe if you go to expose the Management channel and look at his channel, he has a catalog of when they're crazy saying that crazy shit.
Norris, haven't you been around for a while?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've been around
that's what I'm saying. And so
about.
are you claiming you haven't heard these men speak this way, or are you just willing to bypass it because they may say a
I
few
only
things?
I only listened to a couple of those people mentioned,
Oh, okay. So which
and I don't
ones?
and I don't I don't watch every video or every live stream they're on. I mean,
Okay,
I probably consume about, I would say, maybe an hour of content on
okay, well, you're
YouTube a
smart.
day.
So that's good. You're a smart man. But this is the point when Big
It
J
used
said,
to be a lot more.
when Big J said, I've heard these men say that, and you
Cause
can't then make it seem like they don't say it because just like you just admitted, you're not really taking in their content like that,
yeah,
right?
but I'm not gonna put jackets on things that I haven't heard.
But Big J saying he heard him. In fact, we all heard this.
I don't believe everything that Big J says.
So give me one thing that you've heard Big J say that was a lie. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I've been chatting with him for a while, right? Even when we was going for each other, against each other, right? And the one thing I noticed about him is that he wasn't an outright liar. Now, have you ever said something that he thought was true and maybe it wasn't necessarily? Maybe once or twice, I'm not even sure, but he's not a
Oh
per.
yeah, yeah. I've had personal dealings with Big J,
Is he a
where
per? Is he
where things got misconstrued, where he
okay?
has
Misconstrued.
misconstrued you.
Okay, so some things
So
we
it's
all that can happen with
possible.
all of us, right? That can happen with all of us. But the one thing, he's not an outright liar, right? That's
That's I'm not gonna get into that right now, but because I'm
Why not?
trying to get past that shit
Why not?
because it's stupid. Because we 40-year-old man, 40-year-old man should be going back and forth about the same shit for years.
okay. Well, if
Wait a
it's
minute.
over,
Wait a
Eventually
minute.
you have to
Wait a
stop.
minute.
You
Hold
have
on.
to stop
Hold on.
bringing up
Wait.
shit
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
and
Hold on.
move
Hold on.
on. I
Hold on.
mean,
You lied.
goddamn.
Hold on. You lied on me because me and this woman that
I,
I was
I'm I'm
with
not gonna get into that. That's
was
stupid, Big
trying
J.
to bail
You
on me
gotta
out of jail.
you have to get over things.
And
I'm
then
over that. I don't even want to
okay,
discuss that anymore.
but
It's
anyway,
stupid.
but yet though, when you revert that same story to old girl over there, and we don't have to name her name because as far as I'm concerned, she's a nobody. She's a non-person, and her bitch ass husband hers. You went ahead and made it seem like you told her so good that
I told my side of the story, and you still bitching about that.
no,
That shit was like 4 years
I,
ago. I
I
mean,
don't like lying, nigga.
goddamn. Can you get over shit?
But I don't like lying, nigga. So the narrative
So
was
you just regurgitate shit like a bitch, Big J?
be quiet when I'm talking. So
What the?
so
Who
so
the fuck are you?
you created the narrative that
I did not create a
no,
narrative.
you told that heifer on that channel over there, and you and her twist that story around, and her little bitch ass husband. Y'all sit there and twist that story around that I let somebody in my house during Hurricane Hurricane
What are
Katrina.
you talking about? I don't even know
And
what you're
then, and
talking
no,
about. You
no,
sound like
no.
a fucking idiot. You just babbling shit. I don't know what you're
No, I'm
talking
not
about
battling shit
with you and
because
Daniti. I don't know what the fuck happened
it's
between
on the
y'all.
video called
You
Surviving Big
babbling
J.
idiot. But
It's
I
on the
don't have
live
nothing to do
stream
with
called
that. Are
Surviving
you
Big
so you
J.
trying to put some shit on me with somebody else between you and somebody else because I was there?
Because you was mentioning something to her, she took that, and you were laughing when she made that shit about made a narrative that wasn't true. Yeah, and you did not correct this woman because I was trying to bail a woman out.
Big
I
J,
was
that's
trying to
some.
bail somebody
So
out of
you
jail,
commingling two
and
stories
y'all create a
several
narrative
years
that I was
apart
trying to
like an
get with a woman
idiot,
to fuck
like
you.
a complete fucking idiot. You trying to commingle two stories 7 years apart like a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
You know how dumb that sounds?
But it's also
Do you
dumb.
listen to yourself, Big J?
No, no,
Like seriously,
but it's also dumb. It's also
when you
dumb. It's
beefing with
also dumb.
YouTubers and they
Dude,
laughing at you,
stop rambling. Let the host
when you
talk.
beefing, well, you sound like a fucking idiot.
Well, can you let him talk?
You want to get
I
dumb and
want
listen to
to
this
hear
stupid
him talk.
motherfucker? Do you want to get
You're
dumb and
sounding
listen?
like a child right now.
I'm not going to be disrespected. So can we move on to the other topic? So what's going on, Diamond Princess? What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I did not come up here for that.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Well, so y'all know I saw Aries in the chat. You know, I've been sitting, sewing, listening to you, Big Jim. When you went live, I got the notification. I came over, right? So I was listening to you do your rant, do your thing,
Right.
like you always do. And I saw him come in the chat. Now, y'all notice, if you look in the chat, as soon as I saw his name say something, like what I missed, because he ready to get in on the mess. So, a couple of, like you said, a couple of weeks ago, probably now, I heard him say something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna go live about it. I'm gonna just wait, cause he's too afraid to come over. Right? He's always been a scaredy cat. He'll mess with some of you men, some of these men who are slower, and they'll giggle their way out of it. He don't really want to have no conversations, anything like that. So I decided I'm not, I know he's not gonna come over because he's not brave enough. He was never brave enough. He was always a pussy. So I waited and I see him and I'm knocking at his motherfucking door. And why you won't come up, Aries? Educated Aries? Because if it was somebody else on other panels, then you would run up. Even if I came over there by what his name? I haven't spoken his name in a while, right? What his name? Where Aries them be? Ray's the bad guy. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See,
Who
so usually how it works, Aries, when somebody's not in my mind and when I'm not messing with them, I'm not dealing with them, I'm not against them, I'm not fighting them or anything, because we don't really know each other, I may just not mention you, right? I don't mention people I'm not embroiled in fights with. I know you wouldn't understand that, Aries. But I did hear you ask somebody a fucking question. And I want to see if you're going to come up here and ask me the question since you was referring to me. And then I'll give you the answer. So how about you come up here with your messy, sissified, swishing your motherfucking hips ass motherfucking nigga. Come on this bitch, right? And say what you have to say. Ask me any questions you want to ask me. And then we can go from there. Cause you was a messy bitch. You been messy since I met you, nigga. I don't talk about certain people, and I know you know it ain't because I'm afraid of them. Fuck the Nene bitch and her sissified faggoted ass motherfucking husband. I don't speak their name because I just don't fuck with them no more. But I know you don't think I'm scared of them, nigga. So that question you asked them, why they don't say your name? Nigga, that's out of respect for her. Her husband don't give her none. And I'm giving her some motherfucking respect by keeping her out of my motherfucking name. But nigga, I could build my motherfucking channel on that bitch and her life story, nigga. That's a fact.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about N and T?
Who?
Are we talking about N and T?
Oh, I don't know who
I
that
don't,
is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about.
You know the couple they have.
Oh, yeah, damn, yeah, damn.
Oh, what
Mm-hmm.
is NT? What that stands for? But yeah, I am talking about the Nini. And I am talking about Warren, right? Yes, Warren. Yes, I am. And I wouldn't be talking about them though if it wasn't for Aries, right? Educated Aries. I think the nigga know exactly what he's doing, right? But his friends, they too dumb to know what he's doing. So nigga, in case you wondering if I'm scared to mention their name, you got me fucked up. And in fact, you know how many times they would have got dragged here on YouTube if it wasn't for people respecting me? Huh? You know how many motherfuckers who would love to dive into her life story of her motherfucking husband being killed by her boyfriend who she was cheating with while being married? You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck up out of here, nigga. And her boyfriend going to jail, but come to find out he really wasn't her boyfriend because he was already married. Now, so you want to know why I don't mention her name? Really out of respect. The little bit of respect that I have for the sorrow I feel that she married to a bum nigga like the one. But she probably gonna do to him what she did the last husband. You know what I'm saying? Get some insurance on him, be married to him for a few years, and then boom, the nigga gonna die. She gonna get the insurance payment. Boom. And I'm not even angry at it. Now, come up here and ask your motherfucking question. Because I know you're too scared to come on my panel. And my panel is open to everybody. So I know I'm not going to never catch you over there. You scared to drop out them clouds and everything, nigga. You only get brave when you around them, nigga. I ain't never see you by yourself doing nothing, nigga. But if you want to call them, squad up, nigga, and come on over. Squad up. What y'all hailing calling yourself?
I don't. But here's the thing, Bomb. I don't see Aries because Aries is blocked on my end. But I do see people trying to talk to him.
Yeah, he was in the chat. He was in the chat.
So I don't see him because he's blocked over here where I'm at. So
Yeah, he ain't saying shit now. You see what I'm saying? But I wanted everybody to know this. He was in the chat. I spoke to him. I asked him, I said, hey, I have a couple of questions. And he was like, okay, go ahead. And I said, no, I'd rather do it on a panel. And I asked him to come up. Even when I was up here, he said, go ahead, ask your questions. Ha, 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 ha. Right? And so I wonder where you at, nigga?
Mm. Yeah, some of these manosphere are they're very scary when they don't want to face the person that just want to ask the question or just want to talk it out. They get scary.
Yeah, so I don't speak the Nini's name, right? I don't even speak Warren's name. I don't speak their name at all. Like,
I don't either. That's why I don't refer to them by name.
okay,
Because the way they are invisible at this point. They are non-persons.
right. So that's what I've been doing. But if somebody bring up something in the past, and I might speak on it, and they're involved, I'll say, well, y'all know who I'm talking about. So I don't mention their name. I just say y'all know who I'm talking about. This nigga was on their panel, a week ago or so, and he asked the Nini, well, why you think somebody don't mention your name? And she giggled, like the dumbass bitch she is, right? Giggled like a little girl and talking about, I don't know, maybe they scared. Bitch, you know I ain't scared of you, hoe.
But here is the problem with Aries. Need to understand. See, Aries don't know why people have a problem with those two. You really need to understand that there are people who don't want to be around them. You know, there are people who don't want to be on panels. Every channel those two go to,
Mhm.
people don't. I don't go over there, and a lot of people, a lot of people don't go over there because of those two. That's why people don't want to speak on their names. That's why people are trying to look. They're trying to leave. They ain't, they don't want to. They don't want to hear it because all you hear is lie after lie after lie, and they make up things up. That's why Norris got his ass chucked because that's got a problem with Norris. Norris was over there, created a story over there, and she said, and he took that narrative. What he told her, she took that ring with it, saying, "Oh, during Hurricane Katrina, I gave a woman the money, and she moved in with me and shit, and dot 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 dot." When that was about belling somebody out years ago,
That's
I don't like people lying. That's my problem with Norris. That's why I got my problem with Reg. Now Reg over there lying today, and I'm getting tired of that shit.
yeah.
Don't even
That's
know
me.
don't even know the whole story, and that's why I said people like Buster Freak Jones and Brian Triple X. If you see both of them, you get them out of here. If you see them in the chat room, my mods, you get them out. You get them two niggas up on out of here.
Yeah, but
I'm tired of people coming to Reg. Hey, Reg, on Big J said this, and the nigga and Reg, he's so fucking stupid. He sit there, you know, believe everything that they tell his ass. And oh yeah, man, he was jacking off. I bet he was jacking off to what happened to RBR. He literally created a fucking narrative that I was masturbating to what happened to RBR.
oh my God,
Now, yeah,
what happened to RBR?
okay. Somebody sent me Hooded One came over here about 4 or 5 days ago, right?
Mhm.
No, yeah, 4 or 5 days ago. Hooded One showed up over here, right? So I allowed him on the panel and said he would say, "Big J, I want to show you something." I said, "Okay." So so he said, "Hey man, I don't know if you heard about this, but they had done something to RVR." I said, "What they did?" Well, go ahead and check in the link. So I went up in that private chat, hit that link. I put myself on mute, and then I was like, "Well, I'll be damned." So me and him was talking about, well, how did you got how did this happen? How you got the footage? And I was asking questions, right? So you
What
got,
they did him?
huh?
What they did him? What happened to RBR?
Okay,
He's not hurt, is
okay.
he?
Okay. RBR, it showed RBR. RBR never turned down, cut off the camera off,
Uh huh.
right? So RBR was walking around the house naked.
Oh no.
Oh, oh.
So I was like, you know, I'm like, and like the like what was seen was edited. So it
Yeah.
showed like a how you have the
So
bar.
he was still live.
Yeah, well he was live, but he ended the live stream, but there was people still in the you
Back
know right.
chat. Oh, and they recorded that shit.
Yeah, they record that shit, and then though Hooded One told me, hey man, that they put that shit on the Discord server. The
Um,
unedited shit is on Discord.
Mm.
You said y'all. I said that was some sickening shit. I was like, man, that's some sickening shit. So somebody, Richard Conley, Buster Freak Jones, and Brian Triple X went to Reg over there, right? And told Reg all that bullshit. And Reg over there, oh yeah, you believe that? Really, man. So Big J was jacking off to RBR, walking around the house naked. First of all, I didn't see RBR naked. I saw when he got up, they put the bar. You know how they put the black bar and
yeah.
and the
The
H.
censor.
Yeah, the sensor thing. So it was somebody's YouTube channel. Just
Mm.
yeah of that. So how it's gonna be on a YouTube channel and it's fully nude? No, it just show you edited. So I say, man, that was some disgusting shit. But somebody went over to Reg with his bald headed ass But this bald head, no good ass. He said, yeah, man. She Big J's is gay and he, nigga,
Why would that?
how you gonna get gay out of that?
Yeah,
How
well,
you gonna get gay out of that shit? No, I'm talking about how wrong it was. And I'm pissed off about old niggas like him lying, making this shit up. That's always been my problem with a Reg. Lying on folks, making shit up, creating fucking false ass narratives and shit. That's why I wish he was 20 years younger, 20, 30 years younger, and me and him would get in a boxing match. That's how much I'm tired of Reg lying. I can't stand a motherfucker who lies all the fucking time. Just making up shit. So if y'all see Rentrick Conley, Buster Free Jones, or anybody that hangs around with a Reg, you get rid of them. With that dumbass shit. Just be lying.
That's some crazy shit right there. So we know you like women. I know that Big J like women. So that bullshit they're talking is ridiculous. In fact, they know you like women too. And because that's why they're talking about you helping a woman back in Katrina, which by the way, it's none of their fucking business. If you had the means, which they probably didn't, to help someone and you did and was gracious enough to do it, that's a good thing. So don't let them make you feel bad, because that's nothing. That means you have a good heart. You're a good person.
Right, but it didn't happen. But I was trying to. What really was happening? What really happened was I was trying to bail somebody out of jail. Me and somebody who I was dating at the time was trying to bail somebody out of jail, and that one was another YouTuber who went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And we were trying to bail that person out of jail, bail her because her daughter told me my mama's in jail. I said, "Oh, damn. Okay, let's." So I talked to the woman who I was seeing at the time, and me and her say, "Okay, let's bail her ass out." So no, Norris took that and twisted it, brought it to that evil woman over there, and made it to a whole damn thing like, "Oh man, you brought some woman through a hurricane and you move her into her house and shit." Get tired of her little messy ass too, you know. But
anyway, as you can see, the Viper Pit ain't shit, right? They ain't shit. Like you saw one of the Viper Pit members. I called him up. Maybe he was scared to come up because he ain't squatted up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him to go call him. Call your squad and let this get this over. But nobody listened to y'all little ass over there anyway, right? So that's all I got to say. I just wanted to punk that bitch because I knew he is a bitch. I know he a bitch. So I called him up because I know, see y'all, he ain't gonna never come to my channel. When he come over there, he's in the clouds because they'll lie and say they blocked, but they're not. Only one of them motherfuckers is blocked, right? There's only one. Okay. When the women block his ass, I keep him blocked. I don't give no fucks. But Aries is not blocked. There's a lot of people, who's not blocked. So he can't claim if he ever in other spaces and making it seem like he blocked over there by me. He's a motherfucking lie. He ain't never do me nothing for me to block him. But most importantly, I always knew he was a pussy. So why would I block a pussy? So, yeah. So I just wanted to say that about educated Aries.
Me and him are kind of on this truce, so I'm not jumping in that.
Oh no, it's good. It's good.
Me and him have a truce, so I'm not jumping in that with him. I'm staying out of that. But the point is, I don't like that lying shit. But what Reg was doing, and trying instigate some bullshit. Tired of that shit. And I'm like this, like niggas, y'all over the age of 45, y'all wouldn't make up shit like that up. That's what pissed me off.
Yeah,
That's what some high schoolers would do.
I
So
feel sorry for RBR,
yeah,
that happened to him, and I'm sorry that they, using you also.
yeah,
But yeah, we
yeah,
gotta be careful, y'all.
yeah, because I was telling Hooded one was telling me, yeah, he did not hit, even when he ended the broadcast, he still had the thing up, right?
Mhm.
The window up, the window to your, you know, to
Yeah,
green yards was still up, right? So just because you hit the end broadcast doesn't mean though the camera stopped. The camera's still rolling. The camera and the sound is still rolling. So when he was walking around the house and was changing clothes, whatever the case he was doing, it caught everything.
that's fucked up that they didn't say nothing because they could have said something to him in the
Yeah,
chat.
don't know who was behind that YouTube channel, but I saw that YouTube channel. I mean, not the
Mhm.
channel, the video, and I was like, okay, but who the one told me that there is a longer unedited one on this Discord server.
Mm-mm-mm.
So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was even from what I saw, even though it wasn't, I didn't see anything, or from from what I have seen, the edited,
Right, right.
I was still even disgusted. 'Cause even I felt disgusted. I say, why would y'all do that to him? I mean, he didn't even, as much I don't like RBR, as much I can't stand RBR. RBR did not deserve that. He did not deserve that. I'm sorry. I mean, the man is going through his bouts of cancer and all that. Why would y'all do that to that man?
Yeah,
You know,
that's some messed up shit,
yeah,
man.
that was some heinous shit. I just like, I mean, really, y'all, like I was
Do
just,
he know about it, or he knows?
I don't know. See, I don't know.
Um,
I'm not sub to RBR. I'm not. So I don't know if he knows it or not.
yeah, that's mad.
But
And it was a man that do it. Now just imagine a man is the one recording that shit and putting it out to other. That's crazy.
and that's the scary part. It's a man doing this. That was a man recording RBR,
Yeah. Wow.
and I can tell it was a man because he put it on YouTube for one. Second thing, the music choice, it was a man shit.
Mm.
So I mean, I just like, yeah, y'all some, man, y'all just, that's why YouTube ain't fun no more, because you see shit like that. And you know, it's not like when somebody got drunk on a live stream and fell off the chair or some shit, or somebody pass out. No, this is that shit. Like when somebody was actually thought the show was over, and he was going to do his whatever he was going to do, and y'all filming his private moments. Um, yeah, I'm just, nah,
Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah. So I'm not with it though. So
Okay. Well, anyway, just like your title says, gossip and rumors, a whole bunch of bullshit.
hmm and I'm trying to figure out, how can I be the one? How can somebody telling me what's going on, and now the story is I'm masturbating to revent to somebody getting, um being, something like that happened to somebody. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out the logic. How can somebody telling me something, and then I'm watching 2 hours or more of Big J is masturbating to this? See, this is the reason why that nigga really needs to shut the fuck up. And that's why I know his channel would never grow. because like he takes any information that's given to him and he runs with it. And then though if you say something to his dumb ass, he want to put you on trial. Fuck that nigga. You know. Um, I'm surprised. I'm calm about it. Surprised. I'm really calm about it. I'm so over that shit.
Yeah, so let me say this, and I can't speak for all men, right? Or no men for real, real. But being a woman, if somebody gave me a story similar to the one they said that that you saw the video,
Hmm.
let's say you was a woman, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, she probably was sitting there masturbating to it, unless I'm gay. Like if I'm gay and I want to imagine her touching herself. So what I'm saying to you is the person who came up with that narrative of you, doing that to that is probably just wanting to imagine you doing that. So I'm saying they're gay.
Hmm. Hmm.
You see? Because do you think about watching other men masturbate or wanting to see men masturbate
No,
or
no, no,
yeah?
no, no, no.
So I never heard it come out your mouth that way. I've never heard you tell somebody, yeah, you probably over there masturbate. So what I'm saying is the manosphere, just like Pure Butterfly said, we know that a large amount of the manosphere men are gay.
I mean, what happened to Myron and the shit that come out of Myron's mouth recently, the past couple months? I mean, and and with Anton Daniels, that whole Anton Daniels thing, man. That's two things he did. Like I'm just like, really, when what's that guy, the Warrior? What's his name? His interview with the Booty Warrior. Anton got flirted. This old dude was flirting with Anton. Anton was cheesing, smiling, and I'm like, dude, you supposed to be a straight man. This dude literally said, I'll blow your asshole open.
Damn, who said that?
Okay, Fleece Johnson.
Mm,
Fleece Johnson told Anton, if this was under different circumstances, I'll blow your back out.
God damn.
He told Anton Daniels on that interview. I was like, what the? And Anton was smiling. They was in the same house, in the same room.
Oh, damn.
I think. So who did that video? I think it was Sexy Red. Did a live stream on that. I think a few other people saw that live stream. I was like, that interview. I was like, oh my god, I know Anton he didn't do that. I know he didn't smile and was blushing and everything else when Fleece Johnson told him. Now, do you know who Fleece Johnson is? You remember that the NBC CNBC. You remember that prison special that did about 20 years ago, and he
Uh,
called himself the Booty Warrior. He said, "If I want you, I'll take you."
oh
And you
yeah,
get
yeah.
the hard way. Okay, okay. Well, he got out of prison a couple years ago, right? So so Anton decided to interview him last week. If you saw it, listen, Bomb. If you would saw that, I'm telling you, it's bad.
Oh
I was
damn.
like, I was like,
I'm
Anton. You said, wait, hold on, Anton. Why are you smiling? Why are you cheesing when he said he'll fuck you?
God damn. I'm about to.
Like,
Oh Lord.
yeah, he said if this is on different circumstances, Anton, I'll fuck you. I'll blow your back out. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, stop the tape. He said what? Oh man. Yeah, he was flirting with Anton. And Anton looked like a little girl, like, ooh. He was doing all this shit, like, oh man, like, he got his back all arched open and shit. Like, nigga, like, you is he getting you, you know, whatever?
Damn.
Yeah, like, oh man, this looks bad on Anton, and I see why his. Hold on, who is Cortel? Hold on. Let's see who this
Oh
is.
my God, yeah.
Let me see who this is. Hold on. Yeah, let me see who this is. This Cortel person.
Hmm.
Quatel. Oh, is that Trail? That must be Trail. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if he pops up. However, let me be ready though. Let me get myself ready though, because I don't know what's about to happen. So
Just put your picture up. Make yours big.
I know I got it.
Okay.
I have it ready. I have it ready. Yeah, I'm just gonna be prepared. Yeah, because he said asked me to drop the link, and I'm already giving him you know the link already. So I give him 2 more minutes. So, but anyway, yeah, man, I was looking at that Anton like, man, why are you doing that, bruh? Why are you doing that, man? Anton Daniels, man, homeboy. Fleece Johnson was flirting so hard. He was.
Mm-mm.
Man, it was like a guy. It was like a guy approaching a woman. Hey, how you doing? Hold
That
on.
nigga would do anything for money though. That's how you know Anton, because I see he got like he split that video up.
Right.
I can't see that trail person in chat, so
Who
they
the
got
fuck? Who the fuck is Cordell?
Yeah.
me.
Hey,
That's
hey,
what I thought it
Gino,
was.
what's going on?
What's up, man? Long time no see, niggas.
Yeah. What happened to you? I ain't seen you in a while.
Man, I got doxxed.
Yeah. I heard what they did. What they did to you on the Discord server.
Man, Social Security. I spent the entire fucking summer going through my credit reports and shit, man. Niggas applying for cards in my name and shit, man.
Man,
Gino,
Yeah,
how
niggas.
you doing, Gino?
What's going on, Bomb Jerry? What's
Are
going on?
we good, Gino? Because I've been apologize to you a long time ago.
You never apologized to me, Bomb Jerry.
I
you,
did apologize to you.
you didn't.
I came to your channel and was talking to you in the chat. You
That's
must have blocked me.
No, I didn't block you, but that's not an apology, Bomb. And you know why we had a problem.
I do know why, because you took something that I said seriously.
You insulted my mother. You insulted my mother, who just turned 77. Yeah, I don't bring up
I don't
people
think it was your mother. I think it was your grandmother. I said,
who's dead, by the way, who I was very close with, but my mother's alive. But you specifically mentioned my mom. That's why I stopped coming to your channel.
Lord, no.
I don't play with families. That's one thing I don't do. So
I wasn't talking about your mother. You know that was a matter of fact. But, Gino, since you took it that way, I did apologize to you over a year ago. I did. I came in and subscribed to your channel, and I said, "Hey, we good?" And I went to my channel and I said, "Yep." He took it serious, and I apologized to you. You was in my chat when I did it.
I think I came back one time to your chat because there was a particular individual you were going after, so I just dropped.
That's right, and that's when I apologized to you. That's how I remember. But
I must have missed that. Go ahead.
Oh, I do apologize. I wasn't. When I say things like that, I'm not talking about the individual mother, right? Maybe it was a reference to what is her name? Harriet Tubman. Remember?
I remember what the argument was.
Okay, and so the reference was, and I said something like, yeah, something about your grandmother, and it could have been your mother, but I wasn't really thinking about your grandma. I was making reference, but
you called my mother a crackhead, but with that, you did.
But I was okay. I apologize, okay.
All right, I accept your apology.
I did apologize over a year ago, but I'm doing it again because I do apologize.
I accept your apology, Miss Bob Cherry. I apologize.
Thank you, Gino. Thank you. I do apologize.
If I do something, I have nothing wrong. If I do something wrong, and I know we had a debate and all this and all that, and I always go with the theory of attack the argument, not the person. The ad hominem attacks and stuff like that. I don't really like to do. But normally when people start doing that, I just kind of check out, and especially when go ahead.
No, I would go on extreme. I do that sometimes. Somebody might say something and I'll go to the extreme. And so I did go to the extreme on purpose. That's what I do, right? But I really wasn't talking about your parents or nobody in your family. So I do offer a sincere apology to you.
I accept your apology. I actually just saw my mom last month, actually. So,
That's good. I'm glad that she's
Speaking about the Discord server, right?
Yeah.
I saw what was said inside that Discord
Oh,
server.
it's worse. I got a screenshot of this dude. He doxed my So there's a so I have a side hustle. I don't really want to disclose what it
Right.
is, but there's like specific private, search engines, right? If you like, for example, you kind of marketing yourself, and it's not on LinkedIn. They're like private. You got to kind of pay in to get in these databases.
Hmm.
This dude, and he got this information from another dude who's anonymous, right?
Right.
He put all this. He put my bio on that search engine with my career information on Edward Anderson's Discord. I have the screenshots. I got a lot of screenshots.
Because
And
like somebody was emailing me
mhm,
what was going on over there, and so I wasn't aware of that. I'm like, because I was asking him, well, where is Gino at? I ain't seen Gino in a while, and then I saw one dude, I forgot his name. He made a video about that better not be my social security number floating around in there.
shoot, man, who knows? I mean, because I think
Yeah, yeah,
it's,
and there was Mitcherine, Angry Man, and
yeah.
BGS, and all, and Edward Anderson and them up in
Mhm.
that Discord server.
Well, they got GMT's social floating around in Edwards Discord. I mean, it's crazy. Like they have my social in Angerman's Discord, and then they have my career information in Eddie's Discord. And what's crazy is, from what I've heard, Eddie was telling people that it was justified because apparently I attacked Grinch, which is not true. Grinch attacked me, and what they do is that they go out and they do these live streams claiming you fake the self deletion and stuff like that. Then they hide the streams, and then when they face some sort of consequences, which I'm not saying I'm behind the consequences, then they play the victim. Oh, it's well, because I'm not behind the consequences. Actually, I'm chilling. But it's he's a cyber stalker and all this and all that. Well, the
Mm.
person who doxed my social, I have a clip, a live stream that somebody sent to me that he did and deleted it, where he mentioned that he has my mother's information. So I always ask the question, how am I the cyber stalker when nobody knows your real name? I don't know your real name. I know what you look like, but I don't know your real name, right?
Right.
But you happen to know my government name, which is not Gino Richardson. If you saw it, you guys know what my name is. If you saw
Right.
it, you saw it.
Mhm.
And you happen to know my mother's name. And you know where my parents, because my mother's not by herself. My parents, they've been married for so long. So my father's there, right? You
Right.
know where my parents live at. You probably know where I live at. I mean, you got my whole dossier. And what they do, I'm gonna make this quick, but what they do is they create what I call a fake casus belli. And casus belli is just it's the Roman term for a justification for war, right?
Hmm.
So they create a fake justification. Like, they lied and they said that I doxed people. Excuse the background noise. Sorry about that. They said that I doxed people. I've doxed nobody. There is no evidence of me ever doxing anybody. I think the worst you could do is, there was a video when I did I think that video about remember that video I did about Officers Anger Man, I think?
Hmm.
Remember that
Yeah.
video I did?
Yeah. I
And
remember.
there's a clip in there where I happened to pull some trade. I did a trademark search, and I was actually searching for something else, but I happened to type his name in, and it had his government name on it. So you could blame that and say I doxed him, but I didn't, because that trademark search is public information. So that's not actually doxing. You apply for a trademark under your real name and stuff. I mean, that's public information, right? Kind of like a court document, right? So, you know, that's the closest thing I've done to quote unquote doxing. But I've never doxed anybody's social security number, which is a federal crime, by the way. It's a Fair Credit Reporting Act violation.
Right.
I've
Right.
never done that. I've never put anybody's private career information out there. That registered sex offender in Illinois was telling people that I used to underwrite mortgage loans. I
Yeah. 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 I remember that video. I remember that live stream when he said
I
that.
and then
Yeah.
this sex offender claims that, well, I didn't dox Gino. You did. Now, granted, to be fair, I haven't underwrote a mortgage loan since 2016. So you Negroes don't know what I do now. You think I'm still out here? I do my side hustle, but I haven't done that in a minute. I've been studying for some other shit. So, this is why I don't put my stuff on LinkedIn. My current employer, I haven't done that in like 5 years, because I was being stalked by black feminists. China Fox and a couple
Oh.
other people. They were harassing me and stalking me. So these black manosphere dudes are just like the black feminists. I mean, they sit here, they create false justifications, they tell tall tales, they lie, and all this and all that. Thing is, I haven't had time to sit through and listen to all these live streams that were done on me as of yet, to put all this stuff together. I plan on doing some videos against my better judgment. I've had folks tell me don't do it, just leave it alone. I got to put out my side of the story, but if I was really out here doxing folks and all this and all that, I mean, you would see the court cases. There would be some sort of screenshots. You'd have a video clip of me going after somebody. Got a clip of this dude saying I doxed Anger Man. I never doxed Anger Man. I've never done that. But currently, my social is sitting in Anger Man's Discord server. This is what they do, but they lie, and half these Negroes believe all that crap. So it is what it is.
I was wondering, have you contact Discord or have you contact the government?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got an IC3 report. I don't file police reports. I got my legal team. I got private investigators trying to find these dudes. Oh yeah, I got a lot of stuff in process right now, which I don't.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm suing niggas.
And don't let that whole Anger Man and BGS are no longer friends shit. No.
Oh, they still friends.
They're still friends in that Discord.
BGS was sitting in that Discord when I was getting doxxed. BGS Immore. I saw someone sent me I found out about my social the same day y'all did when GMT did that video on Soul Shader. Somebody sent me that I think a week or two after it was done. They were like, "Yo, are you okay?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Well, we saw this video from GMT and your social is sitting in I'm like, "What?" So BGS, GMT pointed out BGS is sitting in that Discord server. He over there. They got a whole identity theft ring going on in that video.
Yeah. I saw some of it because I forgot his name. I put out on my community tab.
Yeah,
I forgot the brother's name. He was in the car. Mm-hmm. He was driving the car and he was ranting about what was going inside that Discord server.
Yeah,
I forgot his name because when I saw it, because it says Anger Man done me wrong, or if this was my social security number, Anger Man done me wrong. The title of the video was something like that, right? So I said, wait a minute, what the hell going on? So I clicked on his video. I never even heard of this person, right? He's going in and off, said that better not be my social security up in that Discord server, nigga, because I'll do something to you. Woo, 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 woo. He was going on and on and on. I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh man, they've been doing that. That rumor they were saying that that Grinch doxed Nyla's social, I think, in Anger Man server, and folks are saying that wasn't true. I guess we can circumstantially prove that now. I think we can prove that now. And what's crazy is nobody's talking about it, or they're making excuses about it. Right? Either I think one of these dudes, one of Grinch's followers, someone said me. Now people think that I'm just a nobody. But Big J, I know you and I don't see eye to eye politically half the time, but you and I have both been around in Black YouTube as long as I have. Right. I was just talking to somebody else about you the other day. We were talking about the Asian McGowan situation. I was like, yeah, Big J and I talked about that. That happened 40 miles from me when it happened. Yeah. So I have a old Facebook account. And I've deactivated 4 years ago because I was taking a hiatus. I had some stuff going on. That account had 5,000 followers on it. It's down to 4K the last time I checked on the last month. Prior to that, I used to have IG and Twitter pages that had 10K followers, but I got rid of them back in 2015. So I've been around for a long time. And, people send me stuff. Even when I'm gone, I got Telegram groups and shit that I'm behind and people be sending me information. And I'm like, damn, I don't be seeing this shit. Cause I be busy. So half the time I don't have time to be looking and watching niggas videos. And another thing is they keep saying I'm making all these fake accounts and shit, which I don't own any fake accounts. No, I have my Geno account. That's it. No. So, I don't know what the hell's going on out in these streets, but I get, these Negroes make all these allegations with no IP addresses. Oh, it's Geno. It's Geno. Nigga, no, I don't have time. Someone sent me a screenshot about this dude who I think he's a follower of that sex offender, right? And they were he put my government name out there saying I was screwing a cat and did a whole live stream saying I'm a gay, a rainbow troll. Sorry about that.
Wait. Are you referring to the light-skinned nigga?
Because got a deep voice, brother, I think.
You talking about the one who has the lion as the avatar?
No, that's LOM, I think.
Okay, so it's not LOM then.
No, I think he's Shango the Eternal. I think that's who I'm talking about. These Negroes got
him. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's one of this. It's that little dude, because that little young dude too.
Mm-hmm.
Who's always
see, you have to watch out for him You
Yeah.
gotta watch out for there's this light skinned nigga that's over there now. You gotta watch out for him too.
Hannibal.
Manimal, you gotta watch out for him.
Oh, that nigga been
Um,
stalking me for years. Hannibal.
um, then no, there's that I forgot the other dude's name. It's like an initial.
Oh shit.
But thank you for coming by, Bomb.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, but
Mhm.
you're gonna have you have to watch out for them.
Oh, there's
Like,
a dude named Untitled that's been stalking me. Apparently, he's been called. Ramil just closed his server, and apparently there's screenshots of Untitled saying that I'm a gay mod, and there's some dudes who I guess I'm behind a bunch of fake accounts. I don't know. Everybody got fake accounts, and I'm the one that gets blamed for them. So
listen, I don't go on them Discord servers.
yeah,
I'm only on one Discord server.
there you go.
If it was that Black Manosphere, no, I stay out of them servers. I stay out of there.
Man, hey, Ramil's server technically wasn't Black Manosphere though. It was just
Right, but
the Naker sphere.
I would even go on Remills. All right, I wouldn't go to
Yeah.
Remills or Tire Cities. I know you. No, y'all stay over there, man.
Nah, they cool, man.
Yeah,
Tyson
I'm
and
over.
Miller cool.
I'm over there. I'm over there on some other shit that's outside of Black YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm only on 2 Discord, but when somebody was sending me that sending me and telling me what was going on over on that on Angry Man's and oh no, it was Edward Anderson's. I forgot who.
it's both of them. It's
Yeah,
I
I
got
was
doxed
like,
in both
man,
servers.
get out of here with that. I was
Yeah,
like,
I got doxed in both servers. See, my socials on the Angry Man server, and then my private career information is on Edward's server.
right.
And I'm talking about a whole doxing meltdown. I mean, Angela C, or AKA Cali Girl, kept reposting, me getting doxed. And what's crazy is, like I said, people do this, and their justification is that, oh, you've been cyber stalking Grinch. Actually, no. It's actually the other way around. And see, the good thing about these Negroes is, thankfully, if it wasn't me, other people got a bunch of screenshots just so I could establish the truth, right? Like, for example, I don't know if you heard, but allegedly Grinch allegedly pulled up on me in Houston. That's the narrative floating around that. I got pulled up on like C Boogie. Have you heard that back in like December, I think?
Between you and Grinch.
Yeah, apparently, allegedly he pulled up on me.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
not true. That's not true. Like, he
Okay.
never came anywhere near me. But that's what I've always doubted that he ever pulled up on C Boogie. And I know somebody gonna send this to Grinch. Gino's talking shit about you. He gonna do a video of it. Of course he is. But the truth of the matter is,
I'm still trying to understand the C Boogie thing. Like,
yeah,
why is people so mad at C Boogie for?
I don't even know what he did.
It's like whatever, like he's no longer talking talking points anymore.
C Boogie, he over there. I think he runs a couple of businesses up in North Carolina. I think he mind his own business.
Yeah. I was like, man, what y'all fighting him for?
I forgot honestly what that situation
Right.
was.
I was just
But
like,
no.
what the fuck?
No, but this dude, and there's somebody in the chat. I'm not going to say who it is, but we were talking about it. So this dude posted a screenshot of him at a truck stop in Texas, and you're from Texas,
You're right.
so I can't remember off the top of my head, but I got the screenshot. He was basically near, I think he was like 40 miles away from Austin. So me and the person were talking, and we were like, this nigga was probably in Round Rock or something, and that's like 2.5 hours away from Houston.
Right.
So how was that pulling up on me? It was like, that's not like what? And it's just like, what? But their followers, their lemmings are gonna believe that. They're gonna be like, oh well, yeah, he pulled up on you and you were scared. I'm like, what? First of all, you look dumb as shit pulling up on first of all, acting like you pulling up on somebody in Texas of all places.
Yeah. Texas is a gun friendly state.
Absolutely. And it's like he's posting screenshots of me in Discord talking about you pull up on me and hit my property line. And yeah, I said that. And there's a reason why I kept saying property line, because going back to 2021, Grinch did a video saying that I faked a suicide, and he kept mentioning that I should be violently assaulted. So he was the one that was making threats towards me. I was just simply saying, if you run up on me on my property line, then I have the right to take self-defense measures against you. And I wrote, my language was pretty aggressive, but I knew what I was saying, because you take me to a courtroom and say that's a threat, and then I start showing my evidence, You know, it's like actually he was
It's
warning you
called,
because I'm not about to walk up on somebody like I'm in your city, nigga. Have fun, okay, enjoy yourself, nigga. Like I'm not about to come all the way out to fight you. I mean, that's stupid. First of all, he could shoot me and get away with it because now I'm violating his castle doctrine, right? And all he got to do is
Mhm.
show them screenshots. I'm dead, so I can't show mine. So he threatened me. He had threatening language. My life was in danger, right? And then tell y'all niggas on YouTube that yeah, man, that nigga he pulled out his gun. You know how niggas are. So
Right.
like no, like I said, you pull up in my backyard though, literally.
And what's so sad about it is
Mhm.
these people who are in the chat room, they
Mhm.
gassing niggas up.
Yep,
Yeah,
sure
like,
is.
yeah, man, you think, man, you
Yep.
gonna allow him to talk to you like that, man?
Yep. Got a whole lot.
And you might be sitting there like, man, I'm ending the beef. How dare you go and end the beef, nigga? That man, you need to get some balls, nigga. You
Man,
need
we
to sit there and show you, man, who's boss.
We in our
You
mid
know?
thirties, man. What? Like,
Yeah, like, yeah, like what are you talking about, nigga?
what are you talking about?
Shit.
But that's just the immaturity, though. Like,
Yeah.
it goes back to what GMT even said. The problem ain't really so much these niggas. It's the problem is you talk to the audience, right?
Mm,
Like the problem is these niggas. They want a show, and so that's why these Negroes do what they do. They give them a show. That's exactly
right,
what they do.
right, right. You know,
Yeah.
and I was telling somebody the other day, I don't know. I said on my community tab or something,
Hmm.
but I said, listen, if y'all don't want certain people around,
Hmm.
don't show up on their channel,
Yeah.
don't show up in their chat room,
Yeah.
don't show up the channel, the panel, in that comment section.
Yeah.
Stay out of there.
Stay out of it.
If you really want this nigga gone, you gotta starve him out. They want attention. You
Yeah.
gotta starve them of that attention.
That's what you do. That's
Yeah.
how I do it. You see,
You
hey,
have to starve that. That's why I don't say no names.
hey, Bomb Cherry told you. I didn't even acknowledge her for like a whole year. No disrespect to Bomb Cherry. I know she listening, but I didn't. She would leave comments on my videos, and I would not respond to her. Like I don't know. That's just kind of how I am. Like and it's kind of like what's going on with the Manosphere is what's going on with the Black feminists when I was going at it when they were going at it with me 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that I would respectfully leave, right? Like I would just disappear. Like China Fox, we got into an argument over something stupid. I don't even want to repeat it because it was stupid, and she just kept talking dumb, and so I just deleted her off my Facebook page. Like I actually just blocked her. She posts my hairline on her page after I did that, and had all her people commenting and putting my name out there and stuff like that, and people hitting my inbox. Why you beefing with China? I didn't know there was a beef. Like,
See, China Fox, right? I remember
mhm.
that one time she went after Morik Delks and his and put his and was telling niggas to go beat him up.
Oh yeah, yeah. See. Speaking of that stuff right there. So when old boy was in Texas, I got a whole bunch of comments that I have screenshotted. People encouraging him to violently assault me. Right. Not to
Hmm.
mention, I got a screenshot of G Dizzle encouraging him to call and harass my elderly mother. Yeah, G Dizzle did that shit, and I have the evidence of that.
Oh man.
Like Nick, it's funny how Negroes come up with all these lies. I literally came into this space with evidence, hard evidence of my
Mhm.
ex-girlfriend cheating on me and me kicking her out non-violently. So if
Right.
I have all my ducks in a row when it comes to a female that I was involved with, you don't think I would have the same thing when it comes to you Negroes? The only thing that I don't happen to have, which and I don't know if it got deleted out of my thing, is that there was a live stream that Grinch did where he was encouraging people to contact my ex-girlfriend to try to
Right.
get some sort of incriminating data. Now, mind you, this is the same Negro that put the video up initially and me kicking her out, giving me props a couple years ago, right?
Right. Right.
So and then now 2 years later, because of what he did to me, and woo, he's got people, if you can get her name and all this and all that. I think there was a Negro that actually commented in his chat with her name, right? Now, not realizing if you contact this woman, I've had no contact with her over the past 4 years now. Don't want contact with her. You could potentially get me in legal trouble, right?
Right.
But this is supposed to be a manosphere. Like, oh, we're supposed to be a brotherhood, because you have some sort of personal beef with me over something that you started, not me. You started. You want to sit here and contact and harass my ex, who clearly we have a problem with each other because my ex went on the internet, lied, and said that I beat her when I did no such. Matter of fact, I even posted recordings of her admitting I never put my hands on her. But these are the same people saying that, oh, these women, they horrible, they this, they that, they use the legal system against another black man. And I'm a black man, a productive and educated black man, minding his own business, and y'all want to sit here and try to trigger those type of problems for me because you're mad at me over something that you started. You started.
But hold on. But you know what? As you was talking, you got me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This is why Anger Man is not going to channels that he used to go to.
Be getting cooked.
Because he knows, like I remember one time I saw him over there on the breakthrough channel.
Sister George and
George and Concrete Rose channel.
Yeah.
I saw him cash apping up in that chat, right? But he never sit there and hits that link. Then I noticed though he was over there on what's his name channel. He never want to get up inside. It seems like certain channels he knows if he hit that link, he knows niggas gonna bring up 2 days. Well, he knows that I would bring up about that Discord server.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring that shit up. Then I will bring up the other bullshit he was doing, the lies he been making about the bullshit he been saying for the past 4 or 5 years, like the whole Beano shit.
Oh, the Beano stuff. Man,
like he trying to do this pro black. Okay, nigga, how can you be pro black, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say you claim he called me all sorts of coons and everything else, right? Big J's a coon because you got white women on your channel, Big J. You're a coon. You be telling me that shit, right?
Don't he got white men in his shit?
Exactly. Exactly. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So I was gonna bring that up. You know what I'm saying? But you got Pearl, nigga. You over there supporting Pearl.
Yeah, he sure was. I heard about that driving Miss Daisy shit he was doing. Yeah. That was abysmal. And it's funny, how am I the self-hating black man coon? Because I call these niggas pookies and all this and all that, but this nigga's over here driving Miss Daisy. Now, I would never do some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. It's funny too. I don't mean to cut you off. This is your platform. So my apologies. But I'm over here getting harassed by literally registered child rapists up in Illinois, saying that I'm a self-hating coon and all this and all that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't hate being a black man. Matter of fact, my grandfather was a fucking pilot. He was a Tuskegee Airman, in fact. So I come from black greatness, for starters.
Hold on.
But the thing is that I'm an educated lame. And there is a certain amount of trauma a nigga has when my entire life I've had to deal with being harassed by these type of niggas. So when I'm literally being harassed and being humiliated on a live stream because I left Anger Man's Discord server, but now I'm a self-hating coon because dudes that fit that profile I have a problem with, that doesn't really compute in my brain. How am I the coon when I'm advocating, and I've always advocated for nigga nerds, educated and productive black men, educated lames. I've always been an advocate for niggas of my demographic going back over a decade.
Okay,
but I'm the coon.
Okay, we had this person named Paris Noisette.
Yeah, I just want to say hello.
Beasley, what's up?
Oh, Beasley, what's going on, Beasley? What's going on, man?
What's up, Beasley?
Long
Greetings.
time, man.
You came
man,
up on my.
Hey, Beasley, man. I was sad, dog. When they said, man, you had passed away, I was sad, man. I was feeling bad.
You don't believe the hype.
Okay. All right.
I knew nothing was wrong with Beasley.
You can't believe everything. You can't believe everything you hear on YouTube.
No, yeah. As soon as I heard that, I called Beasley. Beasley was like, "Don't say nothing."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew. I just didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
I want to shout out to my man Naris Black.
Hey.
He must be in the chat. I saw some of his name and
got Death Racer up in here. What's up,
Ron
Death
Cherry. See who else here that I know. Any rate, that's all. Catch you guys later.
All right, man, I appreciate it.
Beasley. Shout out to
Beasley.
Okay.
Beasley, a cool dude, man.
Yeah. I appreciate Beasley.
Yeah, he's always been a cool dude,
yeah,
man.
I just
it just goes back to I've always said that, I just want to be left alone, right?
Right.
So that stream happened, as you remember, back at March 16th of 2021 when Anger Man did that live stream. Something about there's no such thing as black male brotherhood, and it was basically the Geno bashing stream. And the proper narrative of what really happened, because they say that they tried to help me because of my ex, which is not true. Long story short, we got into a debate about dating standards, and I'm gonna really, really wrap this up because I'm gonna do a video on it myself. But essentially, he did a live stream where he was demonizing educated lames. Like he was talking trash about us, and he didn't mention my name, but I left. Like I heard it, and then at the actually at the very end, he was like, well, Geno, you still my boy, but you got to listen, man. But he said some very abysmal stuff about dudes like me. So I actually quietly left his server. I just left.
But but here's the thing. See, the anger man is jealous of people.
Oh yeah,
and you can see it, because, like, if you're talking to a certain person, or if you're getting a certain attention,
yeah,
he'll jump on your channel, right? Because I remember that one time when my channel would start to pop, right? It was at 500 subs, and then I went up to 1,000 subs in a very quick fashion, right? So he saw my channel was popping at that point, right? He decided to come up over here and tried to dictate in Bogart.
That's how I'm doing Auntie shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That's I have no respect for Auntie. I don't. Because it's amazing that niggas, Angry Man can come up on people's channels, tell people what to do. He's son niggas, as if he's the Godfather and shit, as if he's Tony Soprano or some old shit, and we all supposed to kiss the ring and shit. No, nigga, you can't come over here with that bullshit because
What's funny is that's why Beasley put his evictions out. That shit was funny as hell. Man. And it's like, now, I guess somebody can make a point that, well, Geno, you were not a doxer, but you support doxing. But the reason why Beasley did that was because Anger Man did that live stream, and it was a dirty live stream. Like, the nigga was talking about my family. I've said this a million times, but he made fun of the Flint water crisis, which, that nobody, people don't really understand, but it's like cracking a hurricane joke, try cracking into a New Orleans survivor of Katrina, right? About a hurricane joke where people's grandmothers died floating and shit like that. Like, nobody in Flint really fucks with people who do that. Like, even the most pookiest or the most, enlightened people in Flint that you could think of, there are people who don't like me in Flint. And I mean, I piss off a lot of people, right? And when they heard about what Anger Man did and he disrespected the people of Flint going after me, people were like, oh no, fuck that nigga. Like, niggas in Flint will want to kill each other, but then they'll form temporary alliances to a greater threat. Like, people don't understand. Like, Obama didn't get respect from us because of that stunt that he pulled back in like 2018, right? Was it 2018, 2016? And
you talking when he had that water and he drank?
Yeah, he act like he drank the Flint water. Yeah, nobody in Flint fucks with Obama because of that. And Steve Harvey has made Flint water jokes. People don't like that because like, I have a good friend of mine, her father died off of that shit. I have cousins who are going through lead poisoning because of that shit. One of my cousin, his kids. I'm a godfather to his kids. In fact, that's a topic I need to talk about for another day, about Anger Man calling my cousin. That's another topic for another day. But,
wait, hold on. So he was calling your family?
Yeah, he called my cousin a couple years ago.
I'll be damned.
Asking about some copyright shit.
Yeah, you see, Anger Man. See, I'm trying to figure out why people bow down to Angry Man.
What he did was actually illegal too. This nigga literally was going around harassing members of my family and shit about some copyright shit. Like, now, mind you, when my cousin called me and I told him who he was and what he did, that nigga wanted to beat his ass when he found out about them Flint water jokes. Like, niggas are crazy, man. And I'm like, that nigga literally, like, my cousin is actually a street dude. He's not a pookie, but he's a street dude, right? So he's not gonna file no police reports or nothing like that. But that brother, he he does electrical work in the shop and shit. But
right.
Like, it was just funny. I'm like, wait, what happened? He was like, yeah, you said your name was on some paperwork, and I was like, really? That was news to me. So, but no, just a little shit like that. Like, this nigga be calling people's families and shit like that, just fucking with them and stuff. It's just hilarious. I tell you, niggas, man, niggas. But I'm the doxer, right?
Right. Yeah. And my thing, then Anger Man, he did a video today. I mean, not
Mm,
video, this past week, or short, talking about
mhm.
talking about he's a millionaire, and
Yeah, okay. All
yeah,
right.
he's fixed figure man, and I'm
Okay.
like, all right, nigga, you how?
You know,
I just want to know how,
I
because
mean, I'm not
because
a
you on
pocket.
YouTube every day, you on YouTube every hour of the
Well,
day.
I'm not a pocket watcher, so
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not going to get into that the 6 figure claims. I mean, I heard about them tax liens, but you know,
Man, GMT kept on, man. I'm sorry, man. I had to unsub from GMT, man.
what you?
That shit. See, some of that shit he's doing is gonna get people hurt.
Mm,
I'm sorry, it's gonna get somebody hurt. That shit he doing,
well,
gonna get somebody hurt, man. I just like, man,
I really want to know like what, and I gotta ask some people because he doxed some folks and I'm cool with, but I kind of gotta ask some niggas for like permission because I really want to interview him and ask him why does he do what he do, right? Like because from what I've heard rumors coming from Angerman's camp that GMT wanted to be a masculine mercenary and he got rejected, but that's not true. That doesn't even sound remotely true.
yeah, it doesn't sound right because
Because that's what they say about me, right? That Gino was trying to get help for his ex. That's literally not what happened at all. So people like to lie, but I heard from a more trustworthy camp that BGS used to hop on panels and humiliate GMT. I
mm,
heard that Angerman did a stream publicly executing him, and for God knows whatever reason, and that's why this nigga became the machine gun of doxers basically. So I mean, I don't,
I
I
just
never really asked a man personally because people swear up and down I got a personal relationship with a nigga. Something I don't. So, you
yeah,
know,
yeah. They was trying to figure out that they was saying you and him were working
we're
together,
not.
some
We're
more
not.
shit. Yeah, I know though that part ain't true.
Yeah, it's
I know
not true.
that part because the thing is, I'm just looking at him. I'm like, bruh, man, that you going too far with this, man. I was kind of like, man, I ain't, let me go on a sub, dog,
It's
bro, because
kind of like when Peso. It's kind of like
I can't go
it's
with
kind of like when Peso docs Big Truck, and I mean, I didn't really care because Big Truck insulted my my dead grandmother and shit. But when they started going after, they called that man's dad. I thought that was fucking foul. I thought
no, that woman that called trucks. Oh,
that was
don't
bad.
get me started about that
Yeah, that was
woman that
foul.
called big trucks daddy.
Yeah,
She
that was
was
fucked up.
trying to do some shit on me over there on DJ
Whoa.
Torch's channel.
Yeah. See,
No,
that's
I'm
inaccurate.
sorry, not DJ Torches. With that lawyer chick whose name I'm not gonna mention
I don't even know who that
I'm
is.
gonna roast her. I'm gonna roast her ass too though in a minute.
For the
You know,
lawyers.
well, actually, I roast her last night. Fuck it, I roast her stupid ass last night. But
I gotta check your
you know,
streams.
huh?
I gotta check your streams. I'm trying to figure out who this lawyer chick is.
Should I say the name? Because I
Nah,
don't,
just put it in the back
but
chat. Put it in the back chat.
she is a lawyer and she think her shit don't stink. And I told her one time, like, listen, that doxing shit,
Yeah.
you over there with Peso and them.
Mm-hmm.
You over there with that crazy woman over there. That crazy
Mm-hmm.
woman. I ain't gonna say her name either. I said, listen, um, you gonna fuck your channel up, fucking around with them. And
Yes.
then and then though she turned right back around, got
Mm-hmm.
on her channel, made a video talking about, well, it's not illegal to dox. Yes, it is.
Depends on
Mississippi,
depends on the
Alabama.
depends on the extent of the doxing because they normally lump doxing in with because remember doxing is an informal term. So we're
Right,
talking about really cyber harassment statutes, right? Like for
right.
example, you can actually dox somebody's real or drop somebody's real name, as you all know. Everybody knows my government name now, right?
Hmm.
So actually dropping my government is actually not illegal. But when you start putting my social security number and my private career information, that's because now you're talking cyber harassment with the social, you're talking cyber harassment plus a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So it just depends. I think California has a very specific doxing statute, but I think it's general, like revealing private information with the intent to harass. But that private information
And, and,
term
and,
is very flexible.
and that's why
Big-
I think that's why for me personally, that's why I think YouTube needs to be sued.
Yeah, you do.
Because they're allowing these people
Yeah.
doing all this fuck shit, right?
Yeah, they do.
And nothing's happening. I remember one time I had to call them on the phone one time, like, hey y'all, what's up with this bullshit?
I called YouTube when my ex was doxing me. They told me to just basically go buzz off.
Right? Yeah. I called them 10 times that one time. I said, y'all gotta stop this bullshit.
Yeah, you need to come.
And then they gave me runaround for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Saying, well, you know what? I gave up. I said I hung up on them. I said, no, I can't flag these people, even though I want to. Even though I'm flagging them, y'all not take them channels down.
Yeah, don't take them down. And that's another thing too.
That's another thing.
Well, what kills me about these people too is like they'll put these videos up humiliating you and harassing you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you flag their channels down, because I will public now, I'm not behind any fake accounts, right? So I've already said that, but I will admit I have flagged the hell. Once I find my name or my face being plastered somewhere without my permission, I will flag the fuck out of that down.
Right.
So because you're putting like I said, the sex offender put private information. You got people threatening my family. My family ain't got nothing to do with this YouTube shit.
Okay, like a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
There was some idiot out from the UK, right?
Okay.
He copied my name and my channel name, went all over YouTube, and telling people that he was impersonating me, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So he was impersonating my channel, and he impersonated me. He said, "Oh, I like to have sex with children."
Oh,
no. All them white people showed up on my channel at one time, flagging me and shit. I had to sit there and trying to get that shit handled.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I had enough.
Jesus Christ, that's despicable.
And then though I had to retaliate.
Yeah.
And they know who I am. But no. They know who I'm talking about, because that motherfucker hangs around with them bitch ass niggas from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about them two idiots from Louisiana. They sent that motherfucker from goddamn Great Britain to do all that bullshit.
Sorry about that.
That'll retro bait over there.
Sorry about that. I just knocked my microphone off. Sorry about that.
In fact, though, I'm still pissed off over that shit.
Yeah.
Because I got flagged. I got flagged for 1 year for like, when was this? This happened like 2018, 2017, 2018. That's when that group from Louisiana came on YouTube.
Yeah.
He joined up with them and they came after me and shit. Listen, I'm still pissed off over that shit. Cause that really fucked up my channel up. Cause soon as I got to 1,000 subs, I couldn't do anything with it. Because it was constantly somebody being accusing me of liking or being a teddy bear.
Yeah. Being a teddy bear.
I'm still pissed off over that shit.
Speaking of teddy bears, I heard so I had someone sent me a screenshot about a month ago or so about that fake account of Cynthia G's profile. And somebody was like, that's your boy. And I said, I told him, I was like, I don't like this piece of garbage, but I don't think that's him. I don't even think that was him. That clearly was a fake account, because I don't think anybody in their right mind, anybody with at least one.
It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Couldn't have been him.
If you look at the sentence structure,
yeah,
but though that was not him saying that shit on Cynthia G's, and like that same person went over to GMT's channel.
Oh,
and was saying all that little heinous shit, and then though one thing I knew it was fake because it was wrench, right?
Oh, it was wrench
to it. So even Grandmaster Troll saw it and say, I never did that. I never wrenched you. I never gave you a wrench.
Okay.
So like that told me, I know though that's not really what old boy from Illinois.
Nah, it wasn't. It couldn't have been, because even somebody with his status would not deliberately go out and just make comments like that about
Yeah,
Cynthia G of all people.
knowing in the fact though that nigga's still being watched by the authorities.
Yeah, he
So you
certainly
really can't
is.
just, you can't just go out and say that shit. No,
Nah, you
you
can't. You
know,
can't.
and all you got to do is check the URL.
Yeah, that's
The
all you gotta
URL
do.
was he matching his?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's how I definitely knew that wasn't him.
Yeah, it's too easy to impersonate somebody on YouTube, man. Because
Right.
I saw that and was like, yeah, that's not him. That
Yeah,
can't be him.
because the word, you know how some people type,
Mhm.
like it's, the verbiage and the usage of words.
Yeah.
He wouldn't normally say shit. His sentence structure and vocabulary choice is not it's
Consistent.
crude.
It's not consistent. It's because it's much more cruder.
Yeah, it's
But
crude. It's
the
not.
IQ is much more drastically lower. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like we all know, man, the nigga's dumb. We already know that he's dumb as
stupid.
fuck.
I mean, he's 46 years 47, I think now,
Yeah,
right?
47 years old.
Thinking that it's appropriate to quote unquote harass people, aka roast people who ain't.
Yeah,
In fact,
that's all he good for. And I remember that one video he did though the other day. I was gonna do a video because I was gonna roast him and Lion and MGTOW. I was gonna roast both of them.
LLM. I seen that.
LLM. Yeah, I was gonna roast him and LLM because they said some stupid shit like, "Well, black women have abortions. The reason why black women have an infant mortality rate, dying during childbirth and shit, is because they had abortions previously." I said, "Nigga, y'all so fucking dumb. Where you getting that research from?
Yeah.
Because anybody can look at how many some of them girls are like 20, 18, 20 something. This is their first pregnancy, so you can't really just say because though they died during childbirth, that means they had an abortion. Previously. They claim they put the whole swallow of black women on that. Like, nigga, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
Now, again, you and I don't agree politically, so I am not a black woman defender. I'm very apathetic towards them. But with that being said, even that doesn't sound right to me. Like, what are the studies that you're citing, right? But stats are for white people, right? Isn't that what they're going to say?
I'm so tired of hearing that shit. Stats are for white people. And I remember back in the day, they always say that stats are for white people. As soon as that CDC talking about with black men or
good fathers,
best fathers, they will use that CDC. Well, wait a minute, nigga. I thought stats for white folks.
There has to be a consistency in your argument. That's why I said when your space has literal registered child rapists that are your intellectual front, you got people like Dennis Sperling cash apping dudes like that. So people who are actual professionals are validating sex offenders, and they are the forefront of your intellectual thought and capability. You have a problem. Now, mind you, I can tell you up front, Big J, I'm not a scholar. Like, I actually got to give Tia San and Dr. Tommy J. So Dr. Tia San and Dr. Tommy J. Curry their props because at the very least they're scholars. They're actually academics, right?
Right.
I'm a finance dude, so I have to cite financial sources. I mean, I've done my own research and stuff, research reports and stuff like that. But I don't do this as academia is not my skill set. So there are certain things that even I'm going to defer to. But when you have a dude who's been in prison for like pretty much most of his adult life to where he's literally infantilized in his mind. I mean, you're 47 years old and you're still at the lunch table in the cafeteria, quote unquote, roasting somebody. That roast didn't hurt me. Those two roasts that he didn't hurt me at all. I'm just sitting in the back like, okay, let me listen to all the defamatory statements so I can go ahead and get my lawsuit ready. Because, I mean, these dudes got all this money. So let's go test that theory.
I'm just saying, man, that shit's out of pocket.
Highly out of pocket.
Yeah.
And I even got a clip. I got a clip of him because somebody asked him, why are you and Gino beefing? And he was like, well, Grinch sent me all this information about him being a cyber stalker. So I just put it up there. I mean, what he gonna do about it? So that's, again, I never talked about the guy. I never mentioned him. So we can clearly, and there was some idiot in his comments saying that, well, Gino started with Tito. Tito literally says in the clip that he decided to fuck with me because he could. Because he could. Okay, so and then if I happen to retaliate or do something, if I start putting the paperwork on him, then he gonna be crying foul. He's trying to put a black man in jail. No, I'm putting a low IQ fucking pookie in jail. I'm not a pookie, so I don't see myself.
I'm trying to figure out what do they see in him,
I don't know.
because like the information he's saying is not even accurate. It's not even accurate. It's not even that. It's flat wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about? I mean, like, nigga, that, he like he's trying to fit a round peg into a square hole.
Square hole, yeah.
And people say, yeah, it can fit. The people in his chat room say, yeah, man, it fits.
It
Nigga,
fits.
you
right.
that shit ain't fit.
You right. I see it too. It goes back to what a good friend of mine says, and I think you know who this good friend is. I'll put it in the back chat, but you got a lot of these dudes who are trauma bonding, right? And there's a lot of profit in trauma bonding, and so.
Right.
Like, for example, I mean, the people in his comments, and there are some people in your comments that be in this chat. I'm not gonna identify who you are, but I'm looking at your comments right now, and they be some of the same dudes in here that will support that registered sex offender, right? But with that being said, I will say that these people now they call me a loser's loser, right? I'm a loser. I'm a lame. You know what? I'll take that. I'm a lame. I'm a loser. I've been a lame my entire life. Congratulations. But I'm a lame that has you when you search for information on me, you don't find a mugshot. You find a professional headshot. You're posting memes of my professional headshot around trying to come at me. Whereas I can find mugshots for all of you. So I'm a lame, when it comes to high school standards, but you're a loser in real life. And these are people who have evictions, a gang of evictions, bankruptcies. They wasted their life, when they were young, chasing frivolous things or raping children, right? Or raping children. Sorry about that. And now that they're in their 40s, they want to flip the script. And I'm like, yeah, I was a lame and a loser in high school, but I'm an adult now. I mean, I'll be 35 in 2 years. I just turned 33. And I got things going on in my life that's leaps and bounds, and I don't put my real life information out there like that. Like, I don't have to post the girls or the women I choose to hang with. You ain't got a woman. Okay, you right. All right, go ahead. That's cool. I'm a loser. I can't get no chicks. You right. But we know that you have raped children. You have beat older women. Like, when we go into your background, we find out that you're a loser. And then you have a crowd of 5,000 other losers, real life lames and losers, like real life, evictions, bankruptcies, child supports for creating bastard children and shit, that gravitate towards you. So whereas I can just disappear off the internet for a while and I'm still good. I don't need YouTube or super chats. So you have all these people who have failed in life, right? They've wasted their lives trying to be the popular dudes, and they're still stuck in that mindset in their 40s that, well, I got another cousin like this. He's in his late 30s, still stuck in his mindset of I got game and, I was on the football team back in high school and he got a bastard kid. He broke. He's a corrections officer, right? Getting doo-doo thrown on him and shit at the damn prison, like making $40K a year. And it's like, okay, but you still stuck in this, I was a football player.
Hold on. A prison guard makes what? Oh, what state you in? What state?
Michigan. He's in Michigan. He's in
40K?
Yeah, that's all you make as a prison guard. I think he may have gotten.
Oh man, down here in Texas, man, he'll be reckoning dough.
For real? They paying like that in Texas? Shoot.
Yeah, it's like I was like 90. It's like 80, shit. 90 or some shit.
Now that's good money in Texas. Damn.
And that's with the bonuses and the
benefits.
Yeah.
No, damn, they paying good money to be overseers in Texas.
Yeah, they're paying 40K
in Michigan. Probably
prison guard shit. Listen, that's like, because down here, what they do down here is, you have to do the training. You got to do the stairs, exercise shit. You have to know how to fight. All that shit. But and I'm like, damn, but 40K, you might as well just be work at Walmart.
Man, I think he may be at 50 now because I think he's been working there for like 5 years now. But I mean, I know the salaries in Michigan and Georgia. I went to college out in Georgia, and they were about 40K back when they were trying to recruit some of us in the. That's another thing. So I was in the Army National Guard, right? So they're going around saying that I'm committing stolen valor. I'm a mentally ill fake Army dude. And and I got these pictures of me, when I was in basic training, and I got a couple of when I'm graduating from training. And I guess they're saying that I was just, I didn't hear, like I said, he did like, I think I listened to the first 2 minutes. I never listened to the entire thing. I need to actually go back and listen. But from what I read in the comments, apparently I'm just a fake army dude. I'm stolen valor. And
Right.
it's funny because from what I understand, you got dudes out here claiming they were special forces. I wasn't special forces. I wasn't. I was doing I was actually in artillery. I actually was working on the gun line. I was working on in Georgia. We used to go to Fort Stewart all the time with
Right.
the M119ers. Those are the towed howitzers.
Oh
And
yeah.
we used to train out and camp out at Stewart. Damn, I got memories of that shit. That shit, laying azimuths and shit. And you can even hear the technical terminology. So clearly I wasn't a fake fucking soldier.
Right.
So
Right.
I did that for 4 years working with this unit, this battery. What we call a battery. Normally in the army they call them companies, but when it's an artillery unit they call them batteries. So I was with an artillery battery for about 4 years, and then I switched over to the Michigan Guard from Georgia Guard, and I ended up doing HR work for. So I switched over to a human resources soldier, so a personnelman for an infantry company. So I was working with cats who were doing mortars and stuff, 11 Charlie mortars and stuff like that. So,
Right.
but apparently, according to these Negroes, I'm a fake army dude. I don't have any military experience. I'm just faking the funk, right? Which, by the way, that's a fraudulent allegation. So, like, people are literally defaming my character. Like, I have like discharge papers.
At least it ain't 17X light ray.
Let's see. You talking about the 18 X-ray? That's
Yeah,
special forces.
yeah. 18 X-ray. At
Yeah, 18X.
least you ain't saying the 18 X-ray shit.
No, I wasn't. I don't know what's going on with that. This was crazy. Is I'm actually cool with the dude, so I don't want to. I don't really want to say things that are kind of, off kilter. Because I really never. I heard about that, and I'm like, did he really do that? I never looked into it.
Yeah, man. He actually said that shit. Said off the street you can be 18 X-ray. I was like, nigga, I'm not even military, and I know though you don't get that off the street.
It depends on how well it depends. I mean, you have to get a security clearance because when I went in back in 2011, there were a bunch of guys that were 18 X-ray, right? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was is that a lot of them wash out because special forces training is extensive, right?
Right.
So I think the odds of people actually getting in are like less than like 5 or 10%, right?
Mhm.
And it just depends on the authorization. It depends on what the Congress authorizes. Depends if there's a critical need for those billets, or whether they want to risk the money trying to train these people because they know they're going to have to retrain people with the skill sets. So, I mean, it's possible that he did serve, but maybe he's just doing I had an 18 X-ray contract and he never completed it. Maybe he washed into a different MOS or military occupational specialty. So, in a way, he wouldn't be actually lying. You know what I mean? It's one of those lying by omission type of things where
Yeah.
he did do the special forces training, but he washed out and did something else. Well, I
Right.
served in the special forces. Well, I don't know about serving, but if he said that he trained with the special forces, it's kind of one of those, he's halfway right. But if you look at the full story, it's kind of like the guys who I served in the military. Then you ask them about their deployments, and they're like, they never deployed, right? Like for example, I mean, I know a couple cats like that where they served and they never actually went overseas, like actually in Afghanistan, or they did deploy, but they deployed to Germany or South Korea, like your boy Travis King, who ran over to North Korea.
Yeah.
Technically, he could have came back and said, "I deployed, I served my country." Well, technically, he deployed to South Korea, but he didn't deploy in a combat zone.
Right.
So it's one of those. Well, technically, but if you don't know the language and you're a civilian, you're not going to know all that. So they're trying. I mean, dudes want to brag and they want to.
Is that military science legalese?
Yeah, military mystique.
Yes. Yeah. You have to. Yeah. You have to be careful about.
Yeah, military
what
mystique.
you. Yeah.
That's what I call it. I mean, as long as you halfway in. I mean, if his benefits are good, his benefits are good. But this is why I don't really put my. I mean, like, I tell people, like, I was in artillery, I was in HR, but I don't do all this. Oh well, I was shooting and I was in these convoys and okay, because people are gonna start fact checking. They're gonna start requesting that if somebody doesn't like you enough, they can request some military paperwork. Those are government. Those are public.
I bet artillery. That was some badass shit.
I mean, it was cool. I didn't really like it like that, but I mean, I do miss my old unit though. I still talk to some of these guys. some of these cats, that down in Georgia, they out here, doing state police stuff and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people in who are state police and stuff like Georgia State Police and stuff like that. But going back to my point, they used to recruit. They used to recruit for corrections officers in Georgia at the unit the battery I was in, and they was taught. I was like 23 or 22 at the time, and they were like, "Yeah, you can make $40,000 a year." I'm like, "What the hell is this?" I'm studying to be an accountant. I'm like, I want to do. And then one of my homies who actually worked, one of my fellow soldiers who actually worked, told me like he worked at his full time job was in a corrections officer. He told me they be throwing crap at the inmates.
Yeah,
Throwing crap
yeah.
at the guard. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that.
yeah, like I just, the blood, piss,
Ugh.
seeing somebody getting, getting the booty claps, check
Oh,
clap,
yeah.
like,
No,
man.
that's funny. That's messed up.
I'm done. I told him, man, I'm done. I'm not. No, I'm good. No,
Man, my
I
homeboy
don't want to
told
see that
me.
shit.
My homeboy told me that. So I got a good friend of mine here in Houston who was telling me that he's got some cousins and who served time in Texas prisons,
Uh-huh.
and he told me I didn't realize how close I was to danger when I was dealing with my ex with these lies, right?
Mhm.
Like apparently he told me if you go to prison and you think that you can just mind your own business and nobody's gonna mess with you, no, like it's inmate ran. Like people don't understand them inmates. Those prisons are ran by them inmates, and
Right.
unless you can get protective custody, either you gonna have to do the 3 Fs. And I was like, what's the 3 Fs? Fight, fuck, or bust a 50 for commissary. And I was like, oh hell no. So, and some people, I mean, you can fight maybe 1 or 2 dudes, but you can't fight 50 dudes, and especially if they got shanks on them.
Right.
Like, and it really brought things into
And
perspective.
it's so. And I'm gonna say something. It's so nervous about that shit.
Yeah.
Because okay, like you might think of a shank, you might think of a sharp metal blade.
Yeah.
No, they took a fucking toothpick. No, not toothpick, a toothbrush. What I'm saying, they took a toothbrush,
Or a bar of soap.
plastic one. Man, that look like it's sharper than any fucking knife in the world.
Man, what the
It's-
hell?
They're so fucking creative in that motherfucker, man. Fuck
I
that
mean, they
shit.
gotta be. You gotta be resourceful. And it's like when he was breaking it down to me on a bit by bit basis, because we were having a debate, and we were debating about about the right of people to seize property, your house. If you have a property tax foreclosure, right? In
Mhm.
pretty much every state and every county, they can seize your house. They can foreclose on your house for the unpaid property taxes, right?
Right.
And I was like, man, I'd rather be in prison and just to serve my time out and keep my property from my family. He was like, you don't want to be in prison. I said, why not? All you gotta do is just sit there for like what, 5-10 years, mind your own business. He was like, no.
That's
And
not gonna happen. That's not
he
gonna
broke
happen.
he broke it so down on a granular level that he told me, like, those dudes who get into fights in prison right before their sentence is up. And he was like, you would think that they would be like, well, I'm not gonna get in no trouble, I'm just gonna mind my own business. And he was like, they literally can't, because what happens is that you got to be a part of a prison gang to survive. And if somebody got to get their ass whooping, those prison OGs say go do it, and you don't do it, you gonna get shanked. So some of these dudes are just gonna sit there and eat up. They probably coming up to like maybe 1 month before they leave, and then they gotta go and bust an ass whooping on somebody. Now they got an extra 10 years in their sentence.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that'll bullshit. Yeah, man. I
it's
just like,
wild.
yeah.
And it really makes you think, like, if a dude has been in prison for a certain amount of time, I mean, you can't fight everybody every day, man. I mean, some of these dudes who brag about being in prison, I'm looking at them sideways now. I'm like, you might be a little fruity. You might be.
I mean,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it was like when I watched Anton having Fleece
I
Johnson.
couldn't watch that.
Huh?
I couldn't watch that.
Man, it was bad. Homeboy
Ugh.
was flirting with Anton. Like
Yeah.
Anton was a woman. Like
Yeah.
a man was spitting game to a woman. He was spitting game to him and shit. Anton just sit there, and this happened at his house.
Yeah.
That killing right there
That's
happened
scary.
on Anton's house. Somebody told me that it was at Anton's house.
That is frightening. If that's true, that's frightening.
Man, homeboy was looking at Anton talking about, yeah, man, I clapped them cheeks.
What?
He literally told old boy, I clapped them cheeks. If the situation was different, I clapped them cheeks because you looking cute. Nigga was sitting right there smiling and cheesing and shit.
Wow.
Boy, yo, I'm looking at that shit. Sexy Red played it. I didn't go on the Anton's. Sexy Red played it.
Oh, she played it. I guess I missed that stream.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I
I
missed the
was
live
like,
streams. Wow. See, but here's my thing. Like, why is this dude being treated like a celebrity in our culture? Like that prison culture, right?
well, because of that, because of the Boondocks TV show. And then it was
Yeah.
that what was that? What was that NBC prison thing? Yeah.
I mean, well, but it's kind of indirect here. Like, I mean, if Boondocks so indirectly, Boondocks was in a way referencing and kind of worshiping prison culture in a way, right? When they reference this dude and gave him a national platform. So it's like Felice Johnson is a byproduct of that prison culture that we as Black people, Black Americans, we love to worship. So that's why I say, like, when you have an environment where you promote these thugs and criminals on a day in day out basis, eventually it devolves into some gay foolishness. Because now you got my bad, rainbow foolishness. Because now you got this dude who literally was out here grape taking men. I'll just put it like that. Taking men, and people are promoting that, and it kind of kills me too, because I'm like, I thought y'all like we're supposed to be a brotherhood, right? And you want to have somebody in this space that is violently taking other men? Like what?
Man,
Like
man, like he told Anton that Anton, if you don't, I want you to focus on every time when Fleece talk,
yeah.
focus on Anton's face. Anton was blushing.
Ugh.
That nigga was blushing, and like but you know how women they get horny,
Yeah.
and they arch that back in that chair.
Oh no.
The nigga it looked like that nigga was arching his back in that chair, man.
Oh no. Oh, that's disgusting.
Man, I was like, man, I'm done. When I was watching Sexy Red's live stream and she was replaying it, you know what I did? I got up. I turned all. I closed it. I said, "Hold on, let me go outside and get some fresh air." That shit was too much. That was too much when I saw that shit. And he literally got up in Anton's house and told Anton, "Nigga, I will clap them cheeks."
What did Antoine
in your own house, nigga. You allow some nigga go up at your house, Gino, and tell you, hey man, hey Gino, man, I clap them cheeks right there. You like would you allow that shit in your house?
Bro, Mr. Sig Sauer going to have to come out. Like at some point, because we gonna have to test a legal theory, because that's a threat. That's an actual threat. Like, you in my house making a statement like that is a threat. And like, and if I caught that on camera, and that threat gets neutralized and they got me in front of a courtroom, like, he threatened me. Like, I mean, of course you gotta, duty, you gotta have a duty to care. I forgot what they call it, but you gotta warn them, like, get out of my house, right? And
what's going on, Gabe? What's going on? I was like, go ahead. I'm sorry, Gino.
I mean, of course we gotta be rational. So you have to give, somebody who threatens me like that in my house, I have to warn them and say, hey, you need to leave my premises. You need to get up out of here. Now, if they refuse to do that, then they're going to have to be violently escorted off the premises at that point.
Bruh.
No, you can't.
Anton was about at least 12 feet away from old boy.
Nah, man, that's crazy. That's wild.
If you would watch that, you would sit there and look, and your ears and your eyes will just fall off.
Yeah, there's so much foolishness going on, and when I heard about the Felice Johnson interview, like, I could have watched it, but I kind of knew it was going to be some stuff that I just didn't want to hear. I didn't even know it was that bad. And what is this? What did Antoine's wife say? That's what I want to know. Like,
I would like to be the fly on the wall,
bro.
First of all, you invite this nigga into your house.
Yeah.
Knowing the fact this nigga has been raping folks.
The rapist, yeah.
for you, who's known around the world that he's a known rapist.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe he's still active one, right?
Yeah, probably.
So
I think he married a woman, but he still likes. I think he likes men still. Like, no.
Yeah. Like he likes booty. Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
And I'm sitting there like, okay, All right, and I'm looking, I'm looking at the wife. That's one thing. Then though, you being a wife, you mean this guy turned around talking about he wanted to make love to your husband?
Ugh. There was somebody did not a thumbnail, but they did a title where they said that, and I hate to repeat this, but they said that Felice Johnson said that he tried to get a man pregnant in prison, and I yeah, I almost puked, man. Like I had just got done eating some food, and I almost puked my food. Like I couldn't watch that. So after I saw that, like I couldn't watch anything with his face in it. Like I couldn't. That's why didn't see the Anton interview, because I just couldn't watch that. Like this dude was saying that is gay. Like
It's like Anton's going from bad to worse. It was bad with like the Pearl.
yeah, that was bad. The Pearl was definitely a bad art, but you can't. I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Coffee? What's going on, Nino?
Yeah, coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, I explained where I've been earlier. Long story short, I got doxxed. So, with that being said, I have I actually have the dubious honor of being doxxed by both the black feminists going back years ago and now the black manosphere. So everybody hates Gino. I should make that into a series. Everybody hates Gino. My whole, like I said, when I get doxxed, you can't find a criminal record on me. They put out my whole career background on me, social security number and everything.
Yeah. They sure did. Yeah.
That's crazy. You got to go and yeah, and it was crazy too because the person who and I got the video stream of it. I have the stream, the clips of this, but Grinch admitted he got this dossier information from me from Arda Immore. So Arda Immore is the one that has my social and everything else.
That's whose name was brought up too up in
Yep, he's the one that fed Grinch. And I have the clip. Like
that's the other name that was brought up in that
Arda Immore. Yep.
Yeah.
They Arda Immore somehow, and because he's completely anonymous, we actually now I know he told people that he used to work in a bread factory, but now we got to ask some questions because when you're completely anonymous like that, we actually don't know what you do. Like it's Arda Immore could be working in law enforcement. He could be working in the financial sector, which is what I work in. So I'm very familiar with, I know how to get certain information because of that, right? But so I know either he works in the financial sector, he works in law enforcement, he could work for the government, he could be a hacker, right? He could be connected with hackers. Like, I know a couple of hackers. They all work for YouTube in Silicon Valley now. I mean, we all grew out of that, but even the guys that I know wouldn't do no crap like that, like pulling socials. Like even back when we were in our teens, we wouldn't have done nothing like that because that was a federal crime back in 2004. So, it's possible that Arda Immore is out here, hacking people's information on the back end and, leaking it out to people. So yeah, and see, people are so stupid. What's going on, Robbie? People are so stupid though. Like Arda Immore's got a grudge against me, right? Yeah, he's mad at me, right? So for whatever reason, because allegedly I did X, Y, and Z, right? But thing is that, you gave this information to a dude who has a history of being a bitch ass nigga. Like this nigga's Grinch's mouth gets him in trouble. There's just so many occasions of this dude running his mouth. So like you fed this information to Grinch, not realizing like Grinch is going to get you into some serious legal trouble. Because anybody can be unmasked on the internet now. I might not be able to do it, but I already got my FBI IC3 reports. So eventually people will be discovered. You can see here and, well, you copyright my stuff, which I didn't do that. GMT claimed to have done that. GMT was the one that took that he came out. I don't know if you remember this, but when those copyright strikes was popping off, GMT was the one that came out and said that he did that.
And my thing with him is, when Mill filed those paperwork on him.
I just found out about that too.
Oh, you just did?
I just found out about that today.
That happened like what, 2 years? 2 years ago. Yeah, a year ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. He filed them papers on GMT.
Yeah.
I'm sitting like, well, GMT, you still doing this shit, my nigga? I'm just saying it to myself. I ain't really telling this, but I'm like, dude, you still own this shit, knowing the fact, because like Officer Flockter want a piece of his ass.
Man, I
So
don't believe that. Officer Faulkner, I used to have a lot of respect for Faulkner. I even donated to his little GoFundMe. I think I donated like $300 or something. Officer Faulkner is cavorting with people who are known doxers. Like he's cool with Artie Edmore, who doxed my social, right? And I had a lot of respect for Officer Faulkner. I did nothing to that man. I got a clip of this dude talking shit about me. Oh, hey, Gino crazy to bringing up my ex, and I'm like, Officer Faulkner, I never attacked you. So
but I'm glad though you brought that up because there's somebody who hangs around with Officer Faulkner. His name starts with a C.
See,
And, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Oh, somebody hangs out. Oh, I know who you're talking about, but that brother's cool though.
Man,
You talking about because I heard there was an allegation that he supported Cynthia G, right? Is that who you talking about?
No. I'm not talking about Cerulean.
Okay, I was just making sure because I like Cerulean.
No, not him. No, I'm talking about this nigga is not an American.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
He's from the Caribbean.
Oh boy.
and I'm just saying, man, like
I
that
can't think of
nigga.
his name right now, but it'll come to me.
Yeah, it'll come to you in a minute. It'll come to you in a minute. But yeah, like that nigga, you used to host a show on Blog Talk, right? And
Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch out for his ass too, because he's on that Fugazi bullshit too.
And depends what you define as Fugazi. Is it social security number Fugazi?
No, it's more like names and shit. And you know, your personal phone numbers and shit.
And you see stuff like that, personal phone numbers.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like, if you're gonna dox me, just dox me and harass me. But you got people. Artie Edmore is putting my mother's name, like my mother, who, like I said, is just turned 77, is a grandmother. Like really? Like you're over there harassing an elderly woman because you're mad at me over God knows over something that he did to me. Because you know when Anger Man did that stream on me. This nigga Artie Edmore did a stream that I have where he was accusing me of being a doxer, and I doxed nobody. So he went out and told his whole crowd way back in 2021, I think, that I was doxing people and all this and all that. And I put a comment in there and was like, none of the stuff you're saying is true. I tried to hop on the StreamYards and he wouldn't let me up. Well, he was like, well, come up and show, because I was like, Anchorman doxed me. Anchorman had Hannibal on his panel on that stream, and I even have a screenshot of Hannibal leaving a comment talking about some open the panel up, you know, all this and all that. I'm gonna put Gino's information out there. Like they was doxing me on that stream back on March the 20th of what was it 2021, you know, and I was like, that's what happened to me. And Art was like, well, hop on the panel and show your evidence. Man, I tried to hop on the panel, he wouldn't let me up. So maybe doing shit like that. Go ahead.
Well, Nathan, you know what? I'm going to end this soon, though.
Yo, whack.
I was in this, but 30 minutes ago. But the conversation, you know, I ain't talking a while, so I was going to let you just talk.
Yo, whack. Yeah, I'm whack. I'm whack as shit, man. He right. I'm whack.
Yeah, y'all whack, and my thing is, we're whack. Why you here, then, nigga? That's all I gotta ask. We whack. Why you here?
Hey, yo, Nino, hold on real quick. Nino, that comment you just made, you want to delete that? Hey, don't put that on the screen. Delete that comment, Nino. Delete that comment, Nino. Don't put that in the chat, bro. You know, because these Negroes that you mentioned will sit here and they will threaten to beat you, violently assault you, and then you'll make a comment like that, and then they'll call the cops on you. So they'll talk all that gang stuff, and then if you sneeze the wrong way, now they calling you a cyber stalker and I'm gonna get somebody to prosecute. Don't put that. Don't write stuff like that in the chat, bro. I feel you though. Yeah. I'm
gonna put this on private though. Well, it's gonna be on another channel, but
you know they already screen recorded it. You know people gonna
but it's gonna be screen. This gonna be on private, but it's gonna be on the other channel.
I got you.
Yeah, I gotta do that shit.
You got to shoot me a link on the back chat to the other channel because I don't have that one. Subscribe. Yeah, you already know they done screen recorded. Somebody done said, we finally got a Gino sighting. He said this. He said that.
Remember, I'll tell you in the private chat the name of the channel.
I got you.
It's an old channel I had that I hardly ever used.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in the private chat.
Okay,
Right? It's a name like that's the name.
I'm gonna sub
So
to it.
yeah,
Okay, I got it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my
okay, yeah,
notepad.
go over there and so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
okay,
But
okay.
anyway,
Yeah, I
let
got
me
you. I
get off
got
of
you.
here.
I'm about to say, yeah, okay, Nino, I got you. But you know that they. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get off of here,
Go
Gino.
ahead.
I
Sorry.
appreciate it. So yeah, let me
Yeah, no
thank
problem.
thank Chocolate Bunny real quick for the $5 super chat with her lovely. Oh man, you looking lovely. And
Oh,
yeah, she is a sweetheart.
you got
Um,
Rob B. Rob B. Cute
yeah,
though.
Raw B with the $10 super chat. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. You know, was asking for it, but I appreciate it. But
Oh yeah,
anyway,
at least your channel's not demonetized.
it was 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it was demonetized. They
Yeah,
finally brought it back. Okay.
yeah, that finally brought it back. I was pissed off. I'm pissed. I'm still pissed off over that shit.
Man,
I'm still pissed
YouTube's
off over that.
when I start my content, man, I start going in like they not gonna give me a fucking monetization shit. You already know that's not
Hmm.
gonna happen. They gonna
Yeah,
be like, you picking on pookies, you hate black men. They gonna flag me for racial content and stuff
right.
like that. They
Yeah.
already calling me a racist. I don't know how that's possible, but okay.
You know, they actually got me on hate speech.
Hate speech,
Yeah,
okay.
you hate speech and like nigga, who I'm hating speeching on?
Man,
On,
YouTube
on,
be
on,
funny.
on a video I did last year.
Oh yeah, that's how they getting you.
Yeah.
They're cleaning house. You got that and feds. The feds are gonna start rounding some of these guys up though.
Oh man, I know. Man, the government's watching them.
Yeah, that's why I made sure I steered clear because I knew it was my personal life and some other stuff. I was like, I know the feds is coming too, but that's
Hmm.
why I be telling cats like, well, you're anti manosphere, and I'm like, I don't really support either spear. I support the nigga nerds. So
Right.
the educated lames. That's who I speak for, and that's I've always been that way though. So
Right. But
you
but
know,
yeah,
go
but I
ahead.
want you to notice that's why O'Shea ain't saying a fucking thing. That's why O'Shea
Mm-hmm.
is not even saying the word manosphere.
He
Because
sure ain't. It's too
because
late though.
yes, it's too late. I don't know why. I don't know why he act like though. Oh yeah, man, I ain't manosphere no more. Fuck that shit, O'Shea. It's too late.
Well, he still got to get them cash apps. So it's
Yeah.
like they still, when you make YouTube your product, that's why I know people clown Ramil, but you got to give Ramil his respect or why he keeps selling his channels because YouTube is not a primary income source for Ramil. Like Ramil has diversified his income streams. So it's like if YouTube comes through and they start rounding up channels and like they're not going to, Ramil ain't going to be out here like Fresh and Fit begging.
Man, Fresh and Fit. I give Fresh and Fit 2 more years.
Oh,
I
no, they
give
got,
I give them 2 more years or
no, they,
18 months.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make it to 2024. I don't think.
Oh really?
Nino. Oh yeah, Nino talking about Blex. I'm gonna let you two go at it, man. You and Blexit, man. Y'all something else. Y'all are something else. Blexit says he's going to. Yeah, I mean, I heard about all of that, Nino. Look, man, I'm gonna need you two brothers to work something out because y'all are wild.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
y'all know Blexit, my friend. Blexit and I go way back, like 10 years. So I'm gonna need you brothers to come to a truce or something. Can't we all just get along? Shit. We all black men's.
But
Right?
anyway, but thank you for coming up, Gino. Because I was wondering what happened to you, man. Because you disappeared for what 6 months?
Oh man. When
It
it
was
comes to
long.
hiding them shadows, man, I know how to hide in some shadows.
Yeah,
I be
man. I was like,
vanishing.
damn, man. I saw your name pop. I said, what the damn? What, it was like a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beasley showed up.
Yeah,
Oh
Beasley.
damn, that made my day. Beasley showed up.
Oh yeah, Beasley popped up. It was
Yeah,
funny because I knew he was gonna pop up. It was just when Beasley when I think his pops died or something. I think that's what happened. And he disappeared
yeah,
for a while.
yeah. It was when his father died.
Yeah, and then they were saying that Beasley was the one that passed, and Beasley told me don't tell nobody, and I said okay. So I let everybody think that he was. I mean, that's what he told me to do. Don't say nothing. So
Yeah,
I just
man.
was chilling, and Beasley came. Beasley like everybody else, they do things in their own time. Shoot, I do things in my own time. That's
Right.
why when Negroes be asking, "Whoa, why you so mad at that? That happened a long time ago." I'm like, I don't mean nothing. If somebody punches your kid in the face and it happened 10 years ago, you gonna forget about that?
No,
No.
no,
Like
no, you
niggas
won't.
are stupid, man.
I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
anyway, I got to end this live. I got to get on going.
Go ahead, man. Handle your business, man. I gotta finish up some things over here too. I'm gonna tap out. I got this chick calling me, bothering me about something. I'm talking about something. What you wearing? Mind your business, girl.
Man, yeah. I got a little lady I need to talk to.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I got
Ain't
to talk.
nothing wrong with that.
So, why waste my time with niggas? Hold on. You said even the villain sphere disappeared.
Oh, they still around. They ain't disappeared. They still around. Niggas,
Isn't Sir Abed what's his name? Isn't he part of the villain sphere?
So about that, I think he left actually a long time ago. I don't
know why I brought that.
I don't know all the details myself, but look, niggas, the villain sphere has been outside. And that's another thing too. I know I have my personal life, but I've been outside touching grass and getting that. Touching ass. I mean, touching grass. Forage and slip, right? So, see, again, I made this comment in one of my videos when I was going after old boy. I don't need YouTube to live my life. Like YouTube, I don't live off of super chats and monetization, right? So. I have a real life and a real job. So this summer I was touching grass, right? So it's 2023. The pandemic been over. We outside now. During
I need to start touching me some ass.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about touching some ass right now,
man.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm telling you one thing though. When fall hits, the streams are gonna pick back up. All the beefs are gonna start popping off in the fall because everybody gonna be back home. It's gonna get cold, and shit gonna get real. Election year coming up. You know how niggas
the election year. I'm gonna make money off the election.
Oh man,
I'll make some money off of that shit.
All the reactionary conservatism.
It's gonna pop. I'm already doing interviews and debates with presidential candidates over here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm making money off of that. I just did one last month. I put that on another website, right? I'm making money off of that shit. People donating money to me and shit.
Yeah, there you go.
I put out that donation tag where you can donate to me. Man, I'm getting donations out of that shit, man.
Make your money, man.
YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Fuck you, YouTube.
You about to see some reactionary conservative Negroes up here. It's gonna be
it's already started.
Redbeard, as I call him, gonna be talking on that Trump is coming back in office crap. Sidney Poitier. Was it Sidney? Who's the prosecutor? Sidney something. The dumb prosecutor who was his lawyer claiming that all these election fraud. I forgot her name now. Sidney something.
Sidney Powell.
Yeah. He's gonna be claiming that she's the second coming of legal Jesus again. And that shit was funny.
Man.
Lord, Negroes better be glad I ain't got them streams saved because 2020 was a lit year.
No. I don't know, man. You watch bearded man, Redbeard, propping up Larry Elder.
What's funny? I know people think that I have just an unholy obsession with this dude. I actually don't watch his streams unless somebody like points something out and then they send me a clip of something of him doing something stupid. I actually don't watch the streams.
See, for me, I don't watch his streams. It's always his lives keep popping up.
Oh yeah,
I ain't lives. I'm talking about them shorts.
The shorts, yeah. You gotta hit.
Don't recommend popping up. That's how I know shit is going.
You gotta hit. Don't recommend channel to stop them things from getting in. But
I heard. I'm going to put an end to that shit. That seeing his shorts all over on my front page and shit.
Yeah,
I heard. Tired of hearing that shit.
Yeah, I heard during the Pearl War story arc, he was just going in. Now, one thing I will say, I meant to say this on the Fleece Johnson bit. I have to give Ty City credit, man. That's what happens when you entertain space and debate with questionable people, right? Like when you validate questionable people. In this case, Fleece Johnson ain't questionable. He a whole red flag. Like, this is what you invite that type of energy in your space, right? And you end up validating them. So Fleece Johnson got on Antoine. He gonna go on somebody else's platform that's bigger than Antoine.
No, hold on. Fleece Johnson. No, hold on. Before Fleece Johnson, there was this transsexual person.
Oh no. Oh god.
And he was doing all that lobby that bullshit with this person.
Transformers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, and he actually. I'll tell you what. Go to the bottom X's channel.
Mm-hmm.
This dude or woman, roasted this shit out of the niggas over there.
Oh my God, there's a.
She roasted them niggas out over there.
Well,
She
they're here.
did.
Well, as Ty City said, they in the space now. They here now.
Man,
So
listen, they've been here. That's the point. The point. See, Ty City's behind. They've been here.
they got seen behind though.
Yeah, Ty City's about a year and a half late. They already been here. They've been here when Blair White was here, and you know who Blair White is, right?
Back in the day, yeah, it's back in the day. Ooh,
Blair White is a known,
yeah,
you know, and she hangs around in manosphere spaces.
wow,
Y'all are years late.
wow.
I don't know why you act like though this is new.
Hey, I'm not Manosphere.
Late on this.
Hold on, nigga. I'm not Manosphere. I'm in the nigga nerd.
I know. I'm just saying.
Hey, them niggas kicked me out like back in 2021. So I'm the lame, the loser spirit. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like that whole they're here. No, nigga, they've been here. It's like it's kind of like that movie War of the Worlds. You know the Tom Cruise version.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The machines already been here before the aliens got here. The machines been buried under the ground and shit. Yeah, man, they've been here already. What you talking about?
Yo,
they decided to come out the ground and invade the earth. Come on, man, y'all looking at it wrong. And the problem is Ty City only been here since 2018 at least. So he doesn't know anything before that.
Mm-hmm.
See, if Ty City was here longer than 2018, he would know this shit had already happened before.
Yeah, because I was talking to somebody in the Discord. We were talking about Manosphere history, and I was just talking about all the different story arcs, like because they were asking me questions. They were kind of doubting my presence, and I always said like I didn't comment in Manosphere channels until like 2021, but I've always been aware of the Black Manosphere. Like I remember the old Negro Manosphere site.
Gen X.
Yep, Gen X. You know, I remember Charles Tyler. I remember the OG Frustrated documentary back in like 2012.
Yeah, or before that.
Was it before that?
When Tim Alexander made that movie.
Yeah,
Diary of Tired Black Men. Now that jumped off the.
Yeah, it just show the fuck did, yo. Like I was like 20 when that popped off.
That movie jumped off the Black Manosphere.
Yeah,
see, so I remember that movie came out in 2005.
Yeah,
I was on YouTube during that time, right?
Yeah, I was 15. I was 15 because I remember because that was when we had YouTube, Vimeo, Daily Motion,
right?
You know,
right.
And YouTube didn't really take over until Google bought YouTube a year later in 06. And I think
was it 07?
It could have been 06, 07 because 05 YouTube was introduced in 05. I think Google bought YouTube in 06. I think around 07 is when I heard about Diary of a Tired Black Man.
Man, I was 17. Listen. Yeah. Ever since Diary of a Tired Black Man came out, niggas start going out of pocket. On
yep,
YouTube.
I remember that.
It was video after video after video after video.
And that's what happened. And that kind of led up to Tony, I think it was Tony 48513 or some shit when he killed Asian McGowan. You know, that led up to that.
Anthony Powell to Tony Powell. That's his name.
Yeah, Tony Powell. Yeah, Anthony Powell. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, when he
that did lead up, and then when crazy bruh got up on Dr. Drew and grabbed old girl's ass because it was you remember that shit?
I remember that shit. Damn, you taking me back.
Yeah, you remember that shit? Yeah, because Dr. Drew when he still had that show on CNN.
Yeah,
he went into YouTube and saw the Manosphere. Especially, you know, the Manosphere wars against black women. The black women had their little side that was going in on men and shit. Then, because you remember that girl named it was Gina Jacobs.
Oh, that guy, I remember that.
Yeah, and what was that? The blackest white girl, the whitest black girl. What's his name?
I can't remember.
She goes by the channel name Black Girl in a Big Dress. That's her new channel name.
That's her new channel name. I'm trying to think of the old one. Now, I was going to advance time a little bit to the 2010s. I remember Brooklyn Blue. You heard Brooklyn Blue?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Now you talking about that's Danos.
Nigga, she was actually in my Thanos. She was actually on my friends list on Facebook back in the day.
Right.
Back when I was out here simping, like niggas calling me a simp now, and I'm like, no, y'all should have been around for like 2012, 2013. Do you remember Haterazzi?
I heard the name. I'm
They call
not
Dark Hater. He was cool with Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed. He actually interviewed Tariq when Hidden Colors came out in 2011. Now,
Okay.
Haterazzi interviewed me on his platform back in 2011 because that's when the World Star video of me spazzing out at Tuskegee came out.
Mhm.
I don't remember if you remember that video.
No, I don't.
Yeah, the nigga that came out with an ironing board because some niggas was fucking with me in college. Like that was like back at and people apparently Tito. So I actually got the video taken down. And I don't mean to jump on a side note, but I actually got that video taken down, and I actually got a copyright to that video, right?
Right.
There's a dude who's been cyber stalking me for 10 years, right? I'm not gonna say his name, but apparently Tito has that video, and Tito shouldn't have that video. So that means that dude has been following me, heard about the beef, and it emailed Tito, I got this incriminating video on Gino. So I mean, this is the type of weirdos that we got. But
Right.
no, I did gloss over Tommy. But no, I do remember in 2012, and I was telling an old girl, like, I remember like so because we were talking, and she was like, was Tommy Sotomayor around back in the 2000s? And I said, not that I remember. Tommy
No,
was
no,
up
well,
until
Tommy.
2011.
Well, the thing with Tommy was
Yeah.
right. See,
Mhm.
but Tommy got big after when 1.0 died.
Yeah, like around
Manosphere
2011.
1.0 died off, right? Because the Age
Adrian
McGowan
McGowan
thing,
situation purged him. Yep.
and then what happened to Crazy Bra on the Dr. Drew channel, the
Yep.
Dr. Drew show,
Yep.
and then when Sergeant Willie Pete had that white girl,
Oh, I
and,
remember that.
and she was doing fellatio on him, and he was talking shit about black women. You remember that?
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no, I remember that.
that actually-
Oh my god, that's funny. I remember that shit too. How is he still on YouTube?
Yeah, after all of that shit, right?
Oh
So
my God,
so that would kill Manosphere 1.0.
Oh damn, nigga, are we
All of
that-
that shit combined killed it. And
Are we-
also what happened on the Gen X website.
Yeah, the Gen X website. Nigga, are
Yeah,
we
yeah,
that
'cause,
old?
like,
Are we
Yeah.
that old? Because all this
Man,
shit was popping off when I was in my late teens, early 20s,
Man,
and damn.
yeah. Hey, my the lady that I was seeing at the time, she said, "Big J, you might want to look at that Gen X website." Look
Yeah.
on that Gen X website, like, well, goddamn.
Shit,
You know,
man.
that's where all the old 1.0 manager dudes are going to.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I was looking at them niggas over there. You know, they were popping off like as if they ain't miss a fucking beat, and then until one day, I guess something happened over there. Hold on.
Yeah, because you had that, and then O'Shea did the Negro Manosphere. Oh, stalk for 10 years. Oh man, you think that's bad? You know, I got a nigga that's been. I was in BGS's chat a couple years ago. Like I was in his panel, right? This is when my ex situation popped off, and so
Yeah.
I was going around the trauma bonding circuit because I had my situation, and there was a bitch nigga that I had met off the internet. Like he's from Saginaw, Michigan, from like 2000 and no, actually, yeah, I think it was like 2011, right after my World Star video. And I actually met him and his peoples in a gym in Saginaw because we were they were weightlifters, right? So they were helping me with my squat form and stuff.
Right.
And so, but this dude, you know, so I went over to Saginaw, kicked it with him. Hey, you met Gino from the internet, you know, woo woo, right? And then we eventually fell out. Like we fell out over some racial arguments. I was going through my pro black phase, right?
Right.
So, long story short, this dude, he's a black dude, had been stalking me. And this nigga was on BGS and shit talking about my Chaos Hedgie backstory, right? And this is before any of you knew that my nickname prior to Gino was Chaos Hedgie. This is before Ball Legs called it out, right?
Right.
So this nigga was going on some old Sonic forums back in 2003 that I'm still a part of. You know, I'm history over there now, but I'm still part of them, right?
Wait, hold on. You used to hang out with that nigga named Sonic.
No. They're
Okay.
so I used to be part of the Sonic the Hedgehog ROM hacking community where they used
Okay.
to chop the hat. They used to go in and hack the games and add new levels and shit. And,
Oh, the
like,
modded up and
the
shit.
modded. Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
this is back in this is like the golden age, like 03, when people were figuring out how to modify levels and change the colors, the palettes, and
Right,
stuff like that.
right.
So this is like this is before we found out that Michael Jackson actually worked on Sonic 3's soundtrack. And that was actually like I know like so the guys that made Sonic Mania, I know those guys because they
Mhm.
came from that ROM hacking modification community.
Right.
Like these people know me. Like that's why I was telling somebody the other day, like, I'm a legend amongst these white folks in these hacker spaces and shit. Like people know who the fuck I am. So, and I'm not saying that to try to give myself an elevated sense of importance or nothing, but it's like when Negroes fuck with me over here on the nigga side, like niggas don't know the shit we used to do on some troll shit back in the 2000s. Like white folks are not, I mean, niggas are not phasing me because white folks used to fuck with me back in the day. And like we would order pizzas and shit on their asses. Like we was doing some, and that's just a very big, a small fraction. This is back in like 2005 when the internet wasn't well integrated. Like, so if you could order a pizza on somebody's house and find the information, nigga, you was something back in those days. And so we was doing crazy shit. So like, and I never got arrested for that. So it's like these niggas threatening me with all this shit, and it's like, dog, like, no, none of that's gonna happen to me. Like, first of all, you're Negroes. Okay. It's like, get over it. But with that being said, no, like this dude had been stalking me so much that he actually went out the way to one of the forums and they're actually still standing because everyone else just died off. And he was like clipping some quotes from like some old posts from 2004, like, Gino was over here laughing at white folks calling him the N-word. And I'm sitting here thinking I probably did, nigga. I was 14 years old. Nigga, my balls barely dropped back then. Fuck. Not justifying the behavior, but I was a goddamn kid. I'm like, damn, nigga. And I knew who it was. I was in the chat like, Will, is that you? Like, you still stalking me?
Damn.
Like I don't know what it is. Like, I inspire, and it's not just dudes, it's like women. Like, I inspire people to just stalk me. I don't know what it is, dude. But they swear I'm the stalker. Like, it's crazy. Like, dog, I'm sitting here minding my own business, but because you don't like me, and like my presence just offends people. I don't know. Like, some people love me, some people hate me. It's like nobody's never in between, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, sometimes people just get so pissed off by the things that I've said or whatever I've done that they'll just have this unhealthy obsession over me. And I'm like, I'm just I'm a scrawny nigga. Actually, I'm getting fatter now as I'm older. My metabolism, like I ain't really that remarkable. I don't know why you obsessed over me, and I don't like dudes. It's weird. Like even Grinch. I mean, you look at Grinch in Discord. Like, I mean, when you look at his post on me and Edwards and Angry Man's his scores outside of the the Social Security and my employment and stuff. Like every time a spam account will hop in Edwards' server, oh, it must be Gino. Like literally, Gino was his answer for everything. Like you could like
no, he's paranoid. He's
paranoid. I mean,
because he knows he was in on that bullshit.
Yeah. No, what happened was that
his time about to come.
No, what happened was he fucked with me. And he started a fight with me. He fucked with me, and then he lost the rights to his book. Now I'm getting blamed for that. It wouldn't clearly GMT was the one that claimed responsibility for that, so I ain't do it. But he thinks it's me or whatever. So
dude, I forgot about the book deal.
Yeah, he lost his book.
I forgot about that book deal. Damn, man.
And it's like, you do these roasts on me talking about I'm a cyber stalker. Now, mind you, I wasn't the one to do it, but he's trying to throw attention off from the fact that you were so stupid to write a book from start to finish, right? You spent the time, God knows how many months to write a book from start to finish, and you didn't think to protect your own intellectual property so that nobody else would claim it.
Wait, right? Hold. So wait a minute. So he didn't bother to copyright it, and
right?
He didn't bother to trademark.
The trade, or you ain't got a trademark, just copyright it. Because I think a copyright is like it's like $85 or some shit. So you can do that by yourself. You can go in there, file the rights to it, and if you're such a smart business owner, which is what these dudes portray to be, because somebody copyrighting your shit, if you haven't registered it, that's a civil dispute. I mean, that's not a crime. I mean, from what I researched. Because you got to remember, that's why.
Kind of like in reading that book, right? From what I had seen about that book, I'm like, Like it's like what Baba Tume's book.
Oh yeah, you talking about the Negro Wars? I got
Yeah,
both.
Negro Wars.
Yeah, I
And I
got both.
told Baba Tume, well, nigga, how can you write a book about society and how black
Yeah.
women are black women are the most evil thing in the world?
Yeah.
But nigga, but where is the thesaurus? No, not thesaurus. Where's the index? Where's the
Well,
bibliography in the back of the book? You ain't got none.
Baba
So
Tunde,
how can you back up your claims up that black women are the most evil group of people on the planet?
well, his claims are YouTube video links that he wrote in the book. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
YouTube click links in the
how
book. I'm like,
how is that? Like, maybe if I'm on an iPad, maybe, but no. Like, I have the book. I haven't finished it. It's kind of wild, but
yeah, shit. It's free now.
It's free now. I got a hard copy of Grinch's book because back in 2020 when I was cool with these dudes, I bought Grinch's book. I was trying to support, so I got a hard copy of my still in my library somewhere. Just try reading that book and then read Iceberg Slim's Pimp and count how many similarities you see to it.
Man,
I have both those books, and it's funny. Like the book is like half plagiarized, but I know somebody's gonna clip it and record it saying Gino's admitting. No, I didn't admit to nothing. I don't have his copyright. I don't own it. My name is not next to no copyrights, so I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I will say that whoever did it, and again GMT, I got a clip of GMT admitting that he did it. So my whole
yeah,
thing is that
I probably for certain that was GMT who did.
I mean, he claimed he did it. So
Yeah.
then Grinch made a post talking about some. Oh well, he blamed GMT. I didn't blame GMT. GMT said he did it, so he took responsibility for that. So how is that me blaming it? So it's one of those things. He wanted to deflect from the shame of the fact that he wrote this book, but he's such a smart business owner, but he was so stupid that he didn't think about registering the rights to his own creation. That's on you. That ain't on me.
I laugh at these dudes trying to write these books.
Yeah,
They're like okay, like Obsidian's book, right?
yeah.
He got like I think he's working on a second or third one right now.
Yeah, I hope he copywrote that shit.
Yeah.
'Cause niggas are hungry now.
I'm looking at him like, dude, you might as well just make that to a YouTube video. Because what you said in that book, we all heard it 10,000 times already.
Well, the hustle is residual income. See, the idea is you put a book out, and if you have a stable following, and obviously if you get some new recruits that come into the manosphere, well, your new recruits will come in and people will tell them, go get Obsidian's book, right? So you get that passive income stream. So, I mean, I get why they're doing it. If you got a platform and you can write a book or something and put that book out, kind of like Coach Greg Adams. I got both of Coach's book. I actually like Coach Greg Adams. I like Coach Greg Adams. I think a lot of stuff he says is true. Now, I know Bomb Cherry gonna be mad at me for saying that, but it's true. Like some of the stuff that he says, I think is true. And unlike everyone else, he does quote statistics. Now, whether those stats are valid, I got to go back and start doing some double checking. But I will say that at the very least, he has more of a nuanced, articulate argument than most of these dudes out here, like that Destiny and Angerman interview. Like I've heard horror. I haven't watched it, but I heard horror stories about it.
Destiny destroyed
Angerman.
Angerman.
Yeah,
Destiny destroyed Angerman. It was so bad that Angerman had to get 4 other niggas on that panel to help his ass out.
Oh, kind of like when I debated Angerman.
Right. The same way like what BGS tried to do on me, right? Same like what the Mercenaries tried to do on me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he tried that same shit, that same tactic on Destiny. Destiny destroyed the other niggas on the panel. It was bad.
This is why it is crazy because we try to holler at Angerman in the back end and tell him that you can't have an echo chamber because the problem is with these echo chambers, it's kind of like Vladimir Putin, right? His generals told him that we could take Ukraine in like 2 months, right? And they were lying because they were fearful of getting executed and stuff like that or losing their jobs or whatever because Putin likes to maintain an echo chamber. And guess what? It's almost 2 years later. Right. And there's a war going on. So you sitting here and you letting all these dumb Negroes prop you up with your talking points. And then when somebody sits here who's one of your people and they're trying to politely critique them and you crush basically what you did to me, you crush the opposition. Well, that's cool. You're crushing your own people. And then now when you go in front of the mainstream, you're going to get demolished. You're going to get washed. I mean, you're not a scholar. One thing my homeboy made a good comment too was that I think when he was debating with Destiny, I didn't see it, but my homeboy saw parts of it, and he was telling Destiny that people, boys in particular, shouldn't go to school for liberal arts. They should only go for STEM degrees. And he was like, "How is this dude going to talk about the social sciences, like the liberal arts, right?" And I got my problems with liberal arts degrees, but the fact of the matter is, how are you going to sit here and disrespect, liberal arts education, like, psychology or whatnot, but all you do on YouTube is talk about social issues? Like,
Facts.
you want to talk crap about the social studies in schools, the psychology, the liberal arts, social studies and stuff like that, but every day it's a gender war, it's a social issue on your channel. You're not talking STEM in your channel. Apparently you are a barber. You're not talking about haircut tips on your channel. You're talking about
Facts.
SBE, basically.
Facts. Shame, blame, explain. Yeah.
The Ramillion City, the Ramillion City special, the SBE, right? Because that's their shit, the SBE. So, I mean, and and of course, I could have pointed that out to him right before he went to Destiny, but you saw what he did to me. So, dudes like me.
But I got to go. But
Go
let
ahead,
me say this though, I got to go. But the thing is, if you would have watched that Destiny issue,
I'm gonna have to.
Man, Destiny didn't even have to look up the topic. He was quoting out stats like in 19 such and such proves you wrong by because Angry Man always used that the most classic talking points. Destiny came out there with the you're wrong because in 19 such and such law would not allow that to happen. Or 19, man, it was like Angry Man kept on trying to do all that same old.
I heard Angry Man resorted to the Monahan report. He actually pulled the BGS toolbox.
Yes, he sure did.
Oh, that's bad.
He sure did. He went to the okie doke, that predictable Monahan report.
Oh my God, not the 60-year-old outdated report.
Yeah. No, hold on. When BGS was over here, right? About last month, right? BGS was over here, right?
Right.
Me and BGS got into it over here.
Mm-hmm. Not surprising.
I drug BGS on that Monahan report. I said, how? Okay, well, who wrote the Monahan report?
Mm-hmm.
He said Patrick Monahan.
Yeah,
I said that's bullshit because the Monahan report was written in 1939 by Franklin E. Frazier.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's plagiarized. Yeah. What the fuck you talking about, BGS?
The E. Franklin Frazier. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because the book was called Negro, the Negro in America, Negro in the United States, something like Negro in America, Negro in the United States, some book like that. You plagiarize it.
Yeah. This is the Monahan report. Oh my God.
Man.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I'm gonna give you one more line. And so my homeboy made a good point. You know how these guys are pro-blacks, and the actual Hotep dudes, their scholar that they use, who's not really a scholar, is a white boy. I forgot his name, but when it comes to the manosphere that are adjacent to pro-blacks, how come their god is Daniel Patrick Monahan? Think about it. You see, your god is a white boy who is quoting some stats that can be easily debunked.
Yo, it's either Patrick Monahan or Lee Atwater. Or Patrick Buchanan and Bill Bennett.
Bill Bennett. So you don't have actually black, like you're pro-black, right? All you guys talk about me, I'm a coon and all this and all that, but you because I called people out for being pookies and shit, but you got to call all these white men to make your point. So
right,
you don't have any black scholars because there's plenty of blacks, black people, black men back in the day who have expressed their frustrations about women, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only one that they can mention is who's black is Thomas Sowell, and that's it. Yeah, that's the only person. But they'll say, well, niggas, y'all ain't mentioning Walter Williams, who I seen as a coon himself. Yep. What's that other one that that came out of California? The black conservative that used to come out of California.
I'm trying to
think. He's dead now. He died like in the early 2000s.
Okay.
He always in that University of California shit.
Okay.
I forgot about him. Yeah, but that was just, y'all don't quote your own black conservatives.
You know, and like I said, I lean more towards, you know, patriarchy. So I'm not anti patriarchy, right? Like that's
Mhm.
why I say, but on the same token, what I don't fall into is domestic terrorism. So, you know, when you start making statements and people, that's why I was telling my homeboy, like when I do my channel, I could do my channel about, you know, the dangers of dealing with Keisha and false allegations, because statistically speaking, you're more likely to get accused of rape by you know your own a B dub than a white woman, right? So there's plenty of feminist lies that I could debunk and get rid of, but I'm not going to make my channel about that because you know I really don't care to do all the SBE stuff. That's really A and B. I really want to talk about the Pookie problem because my philosophy is that if you actually just ignore the women you don't like, then you can influence the demographics that way, you know, or just, you know, be happier. Like, why sit here and complain about 304s all day when, you know, I could spend my time with women that are not 304s?
Okay,
Or, you know,
and then you says that 304 issue,
hmm
men create 304s.
yeah, that's true. That's
See,
actually true.
304s have power because because men give them the power.
Now, it
You know,
depends on, now, I would only,
I'm talking about the sex and the tension
yeah,
and shit. Is what
yeah,
I'm
the
saying.
sex itself. Now, if
Yeah.
we want to be more granular, I could debate that in the black man's position in America. Now, what I would say is that I don't think black men in America systemically have created 304s. Like I think that's more of a, now you can start hearing the patriarchy coming out. Like, well, really the white men, right? That's how I would make that argument. You can
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of see it.
I was making a general statement. It
Yeah,
wasn't
see,
really a black or
yeah,
racial.
yeah.
I was making a general statement about
Which I agree with. Which
you
by the way I do agree with. So
right.
you know, but normally the patriarchal side of me would start kicking out, and you know the racial apologist side would kick out, and I would start making my granular arguments. But what you said is a true statement. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
disagree with that.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
can't disagree.
any last words? Because I really supposed to been gone an hour
I
ago.
know,
Yeah,
me too, man. I got a chick texting me like, "Hey, come see me, come see me."
yeah. Because I got to call one on the phone right now. Because I
Go ahead,
really
go
want.
ahead, go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead,
I really wanted to smash though.
go ahead, go
But
ahead, man.
anyway, oh, you know what? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that.
You're a gentleman, right? You don't kiss and tell, right?
I hope, man, she ain't listening to what I said. All right, hope she ain't listening to what I'm saying.
There you
Because
go.
I know her ass is you know what? Let me shut up.
There you
Anyway,
go.
yeah. Hey, V Dub, you missed Beasley. Beasley was over here. You
He
missed
popped up for a
Beasley.
bit.
Yeah,
He,
Beasley came over, stopped by and
yeah,
shit.
V Dub and I go back to like 2012. That's the homie right there.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
go back
yeah,
10 years or 11
yeah.
years now. So,
Yeah. It was good. It was good hearing Beasley again, man.
oh yeah, he real
I
nice.
I was sad when when I heard that rumor, but
No, he wasn't. Ain't nothing wrong, Beasley, man.
yeah.
Beasley, matter of fact, he called me the other day. We was shopping about some stuff the other day. We all because I had to get a third party to send my number to him. Because he didn't have my old number. No, I didn't have his old number no more. So
Okay.
yeah, Beasley cool, man. He a cool dude. So
Yeah. But
good.
anyway, I'm gonna get oh yeah. He was.
You know, late, man.
Yeah. You kind of like an hour late. An hour late.
We jaw
But
jacking.
yeah,
We jaw jacking like two old niggas.
yeah. So,
Go ahead, handle your business, Big J, man. I'll see you when because you out here in Houston, right?
yeah. I mean, I'm around the Houston area.
Oh man, you might bump into me, man. I'll be in Spring Branch and Cypress, man.
You talking about the west, the northwest side?
Northwest
Oh
side,
man,
yeah.
you
I be
talking
all
about?
over.
Oh man, you talking about the most beautiful women? Oh my
Oh
god.
man, who you telling me? I know my ops.
Oh man,
Ops is listening, man.
that northwest side of Houston. Oh
Oh,
my god, you got them dime pieces.
yeah, man, shoot, man.
Woo!
I know my ops is listening, man.
Yo,
They gonna run up. They gonna claim to run up on me again. I better keep the toolie on me.
man, there's some dime pieces over there, man. Like I'm like niggas, why y'all wearing? You got these dime pieces walking all over the. Listen, that area of Texas. Oh my
Oh
god,
man,
like I don't know what's in that water over there. God damn,
man.
it,
Dude, I
fine,
got
woman,
shoot, man.
fine.
Oh man, what's crazy is them TSU boos and them Prairie View chicks. Man, I gotta be a little Prairie View chick I'm dealing with. I
Clap
be
them
like,
cheeks. In
"Woo-wee."
2004,
She be putting my ass to work.
2004, I got entangled with two of them.
Oh man, woo!
And you know what? I shouldn't say that.
Oh, you know they gonna clip me on this one.
Because they was friends, right?
Woo!
and I fucked them at the same time. But
Oh, Big J
yeah,
out here getting his
man,
stroke
it
on.
was man. I'm telling you, boy, I clapped both their fucking cheeks.
What?
Mm.
They gonna say you a simp, Big J, because of
Woo.
that.
I clapped both their fucking cheeks at the same fucking time, man. Let me tell you something. That doing threesome, that's some fucking hard work. Shit, I lost a whole lot of weight behind that shit.
I know, man.
Man, I lost a whole lot of weight behind
They
that
probably
shit.
thick too, man.
I'm telling you, man.
There's logistical concerns doing threesome.
Shit,
man.
hell. Well, shit, hell, man. I still talk to them on a regular basis.
Man, not that I would
Well,
know.
not on a regular basis, man. Every now and then I'd see him, but boy,
I don't know nothing about that. I'm a loser's loser, man.
man, old girl got that big juicy ass. Oh my
yeah.
God!
I tell you one thing, would be taking me out some titties, man. God, there was a chick I was dealing with that had some H cuts, man. I almost died, man. I was in heaven. Woo!
Because, hold on, let me tell you how this shit happened, right? I was chasing after this a white girl, right?
Sun Kiss. Hold on. I remember Sun Kiss from Facebook. I think she was on my friends list.
Yeah. She was on Facebook. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. But anyway, man.
Yeah.
I was chasing after this white girl, right?
Yeah.
Because I was after her and shit. Dude, you know, they saw me chase after this white girl. Do you know those two girls, those two sisters popped up and said, "Hey, you want some? You want some?" I said, "Well, I'll be damned."
There you go.
I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Shit.
Do what you do.
Man, telling you.
God is good.
Shit.
All the time.
They were feeding, they were cooking food and shit. Goddamn pancakes and shit. After that shit was over, but I was like, man, listen, y'all can't feed me because I'm dehydrated and shit. Y'all can't listen. I'm dehydrated and shit. I was a young dude at the time, so I was in my 20s, man. I'm like, man, that was. Yeah, man. You know what? Let me stop. I'm gonna get myself in trouble for saying that story.
Yeah,
so
we about the same age range. I would have been about my early 20s myself. So
yeah, no, it was 2004. It was 2004.
Yeah, I was 24. 2004. 2004.
Yeah, it was 2004.
I was 14.
Yeah.
I was 14.
Yeah, I was in my early 20s at that time, man.
So you
damn.
40s. So you in your 40s right about now? Okay.
Yeah, I was. What was I? I was a.
Damn, 04. You taking me back?
Yeah, I was in college, man. Yeah.
Damn, I was. I had just entered high school in 04.
Yeah. Them big old black booties, them big brown skin booties. Oh my God, I'd be slapping them ass and cheeks. Oh my God. You know what? Let me stop. It's late at night, y'all. It's late at night. I gotta unplug this shit. So y'all had fun. I'm gonna put this on private, but on my other channel, it's not private. So y'all have at it.
If you know, you know, nigga. If you know, you know.
If you know those other channels, then go over there because I'm putting this shit on private on this main channel. So anyway, like, share, subscribe. I'm out of here.
All right.
Peace.
Peace and fish grease, niggas. Boy, they gonna be mad at me.
Oh yeah, they sure will. Anyway, I'm out.
We still live.
Yeah, we still.